Like, he got into a huge fight with Smaggle because he was deleting negative criticism out of Tom's chat while he was reacting to the video. That's crazy.
Oh, so King of Nothing was deleting messages because he's got a...
Yeah, that part's public. That part's public. Yeah, he got into a huge fight with Smaggle over, like, him removing negative criticism in the chat. That was not public? Well, how could it not be public?
Well, it is now.
It happened publicly.
You know, I'll tell you what happened.
Talk about it on stream. He doesn't want to have any public response to it. He just wants to make his little Andrew Tate video in peace. What do you guys think so far? You guys see this video yet? You guys see the new Toastify upload? The Everybody Hates King of Nothing video? So anyways, I want to watch this. I want to play some pinball and I want to laugh. King of Nothing video. I'm going to pause when applicable because now obviously a lot more stuff is public about this and I will explain everything that I can. There's still stuff that's not public, but...
For the last few weeks, I've become well acquainted with King of Nothing, a commentary video essayist who has blown up over the last couple of years and reached new heights of success with his long documentary video.
I know we've talked about this hundreds of times, but fuck me, man. I've never seen a content creator where you can click on anything he's posted and you could just hear the craziest shit at like any given timestamp. You're gonna find out why the True Geordie video has been so funny to me for such a while tonight, and maybe why I was laughing a couple nights ago when I was reviewing his videos on stream. You're gonna find out some stuff today that's just like, obviously this is why it's funny, but also simultaneously while you're finding these bad takes and such, you're gonna find clips that are obviously super hypocritical to the person creating it. It's weird, right? Because King of Nothing doesn't really have, how do I explain this? King of Nothing doesn't really have any public facing, it sounds crazy, but like opinions. I can't do a baseline reading of King of Nothing. King of Nothing is just like generic commentary YouTuber number 7. I don't feel like I can place him anywhere. Because there's just, it's so much contradictory like writing. It's so little interaction with his audience. He doesn't have a Twitter, so I don't know what he's like. I don't know what he's thinking about like random niche topics. I don't really know anything about King of Nothing at all. I know he's writing his videos, but his own arguments don't even line up. So I can't get a solid read on the guy. That's probably better, I guess.
He's garnered plenty of praise from fans and fellow YouTubers alike for his witty jokes and systematic breakdown of the people he lays a scope on.
Like, have you ever heard somebody say, and I seriously don't mean this to sound like fucking egocentric, have you ever heard anybody in your life say, like, my favorite YouTuber is King of Nothing? Like, what's a King of Nothing video that you know it's like nobody could make a video like that? What's your favorite King of Nothing hot take? What's the video where he really set himself apart from everybody else? I don't know anybody who's like, holy shit, dude, this is my favorite YouTuber.
Leaving outsiders like myself to have a generally good impression of him. But after a controversial video on Ethan Klein and some questionable conduct since its release, it prompted me to actually take a deeper look into his content, and I've left my video marathon not exactly impressed. What on the surface felt like a weak video has turned into only the most recent showing of a constant and pathetic pattern of behaviour.
That's so fucking true,
and it's only established to me that King of Nothing is a performative critic who constantly makes absurd and baseless arguments. He'll go as far as to defame the subjects of his videos and only gets away with it due to them being easy targets who have already done something wrong and are currently hated by a lot of people.
And like, you don't need to be a live streamer to be known. There are people...
Isn't this Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking crypto-fascist dudes too?
There are people who are probably normies who are like, dude, my favorite YouTuber is Internet of J. Now, it's not me. I'm not one of those people. But Internet of J had some form of
Isn't this
personality.
Nicholas DeOrio guy like one of those fucking
There are people whose
dudes
favorite YouTuber is Sunny V2. I don't know why, but like I feel like Sunny V2 has a bit more personality in some of his videos.
You might think this guy's a solidified veteran from his multi-hour-long videos, but instead he comes off as pretentious, disingenuous, self-centered,
and a massive hypocrite.
Make no mistake, despite making videos on some of the easiest topics you could ever cover, it's clear from both his public content and his private DMs that this guy cannot take what he dishes out. But it'll be a while before we get to those, so until then, sit back and let's enjoy the show.
Just once, I want to see somebody go mask off and be like, I would love to harass people. You can, like, but obviously they can't do that. Just as like a joke, right? There's just so many of these fucking things. It's just like, by the way, guys, I do not condone harassment. Like, if you were watching one of these one day and it just popped up in red text and like super soothing music, it's just like, I support all harassment. Tell me you wouldn't like shit yourself and like just laughing. Just one time to see that. Obviously, I don't support that. I'm gonna put my shitty fucking disclaimer here too on the VOD.
So, who is King of Nothing? Well, behind the blank avatar, he's a 24-year-old...
What did he just say?
So, who is King of Nothing? Well, behind the blank avatar...
Blank. Got it. These Europeans, dude. I thought he said behind the black avatar, dude.
He's a 24-year-old YouTuber from New Jersey.
I don't think, I mean, I'm from New Jersey. He's from New York, I think.
Before venturing to YouTube videos, King of Nothing worked as a car salesman for a year.
I was in the car business for a year, but at least I didn't have to go into student debt.
And had been selling real estate for 3 years before he got into YouTube.
Yeah, I sold real estate for 3 years, and I can assure you guys that nobody in the industry takes this guy seriously.
Rather than the long expose video essays that you may be used to on this channel, for example...
Dude, I was a real estate agent. Bro, my fucking house lost value in the homeowners market here, dude. The fucking home market has gone down. My house is worth like a third of what it was when King of Nothing sold it to me. Oh, okay, well that means he's a scammer then. Your investment has declined. Oops, you're a scammer now. Let me see something.
King of Nothing takes a far more opinionated stance in his content whilst looking at the past of certain YouTubers. In fact,
Isn't
if
this
I had to
Nicholas
describe
DeOrio
his
guy like one of
content
those
and style in
fucking
one
crypto
word,
fascist,
I'd say
dudes,
literal or exaggerative.
The guy is sitting there in his room, sober, as a grown-ass man making a diss track on a 13-year-old child. They post the undeniable evidence of those scams to the internet consensually and delete it later, but they expect people like me to not be able to find the evidence.
I have no... I know... I heard a bit of Quayman, and I'm literally stealing this from him, because I was thinking the exact same fucking thing while I heard him say this. I have no fucking idea how this fucking guy was able to watch all of this content and just listen to this dude doing this fucking annoying, droning, pandering fucking... I don't even know if it's pandering at this point. I don't even know. I can't get a baseline on this guy. But just sitting here droning over and over again about, like... It's just so fucking annoying listening to this preachy bullshit.
How does
Listen to him talk about the Holocaust in here. Like, it's just... like, I really needed to hear you explain this.
someone consume
It's the only way I can
on this
explain.
planet for more than 20 years, and then think about one of the worst events in all of human history and the millions of people
Like, please tell me why the Holocaust was bad. I really needed to hear you say this in this voice tone, bro.
that unjustly lost their lives based on something
Unjustly. Wow, what a hot take, King of Nothing.
which those people had no control over, which is the race and religion which they were born into, but she wants to sit there and talk about all the positives of the experimentation they were doing?
In a genre like...
Dude, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, and you know what's fucked up about that? I think I covered this in my video, and I'm 99% sure when I explained it, I came away thinking like, okay, she's probably not fucking racist. How many people in chat, maybe I'm crazy, how many people in chat have heard of some idiot in their family who've repeated this fucking talking point? The talking point is that Nazi Germany or whatever was really bad, but they made crazy medical fucking, advancements during the Holocaust when they were doing like these horrible fucking... That's not true. That's an urban legend. There's no truth to that statement. And I've heard so many stupid people repeat it over the past fucking decade. It's literally not real. They just fall for it and then they repeat this dumb fucking talking point. I don't know.
Exposed pieces that's very based on objectivity and the facts, King of Nothing will constantly drum up his points by exaggerating them. This is a tactic that's usually fine and will hit hard when used properly on certain issues, but King of Nothing's problem is that he'll use it on everything he talks about. Like, thanks man, I really needed you to tell me how the Holocaust was bad by reading the Wikipedia page on what happened, or how making a joke about R. Kelly is bad because R. Kelly did bad things.
This was one of our
this
top-selling
fucking...
merch items of last year, by the way.
Do you have a
Profiting
passport?
off of a man who's in jail for 30 years for trafficking. Real classy, Ethan and Hila. As much as they want to sit in their $10 million mansion and cry about social justice for all, it doesn't seem like they're very empathetic to the families of the victims.
Why? Because they made merch at the guy's expense? They're like... You get that he's the punchline. The joke is that he's done horrible things and they're making money off of him. Like, why is this bad? Why are we grandstanding this hard?
of R. Kelly. You know, the countless women whose lives were ruined as a result of the actions of that one man. You know what R. Kelly is trying to do there in that song? Literally bring women from Ethiopia to America so he can commit some of the worst crimes.
Yeah, retard, that's the joke. Yes, the joke is that he's done horrible things. That's why they're making the merchandise. That's the joke, idiot.
Crimes on earth to those women, and sometimes even imprison them in his home.
Bro, he made a joke about R. Kelly. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, bro. King of Nothing will also often cite exact definitions to hammer down his arguments.
That is the definition.
Jesus Christ, Teddy. Nick, I really want you to add this to your tipster video. Look at this guy eating all the time. You know who didn't have that luxury? The victims of the Holocaust. The people who were systematically murdered for their ethnicity. Yeah, fuck tipster. Dude, you'd say that's like out of place in one of this guy's fucking videos. But like, thank you so much for the 100. But like, you'll see the EDP thing later. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
It's just Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No.
Definition of homophobic.
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here?
Why are you still here?
Thank
Feminist by definition.
Nick, I really want you to add this to your tipster video. Look at this guy eating all the time. You know who didn't have that luxury? The victims of the Holocaust, people who were systematically murdered for their ethnicity. Yeah, screw tipster.
Jesus Christ.
King of Nothing will also often cite exact definitions to hammer down his arguments.
That is the definition of homophobic. You see, I'm a feminist by definition, which means that I believe in absolute...
Dude, this just reminds me of me when I made the doxing is defined by fucking dictionary definition meme for the longest time that followed me. It was like, doxing is defined by dictionary.com as, and it's like this guy's whole thing.
Absolute equality, as this is, by definition, an undisclosed advertisement. Okay, that is the definition of projection, because if you look up the definition of feminism, it is a very, very rational thing.
But again, he does it way too often, to the point of absurdity where he's showing everyone the definition of homosexual.
Okay, I totally understand if that's not your thing. Obviously, it's a preference, but just being objective about it, if it's a woman doing it, that is not a homosexual act.
Hearing stuff like this, you can see why it's sometimes hard to tell whether King of Nothing is joking or not. I mean, does he really think that Ethan Klein making a joke about him wearing a feminist shirt is a genuine point against his views on feminism?
Remember, guys, Ethan Klein is a self-proclaimed feminist who's apparently so passionate about feminism that at one point he even wore a shirt that says, Dad, husband, feminist.
He said he wanted to debate a feminist.
Is it
Dude, the thing is, right, you're saying, like, does he understand jokes and stuff like that? He has to understand jokes, surely. There's no way he's, like, this autistic, right? He plays the clip of Ethan wearing the shirt ironically, and then he plays a clip to show Ethan making the joke. And it's very clear to anyone watching it that Ethan is doing this ironically. But he plays it up as, like, Ethan is such a feminist, he would wear a t-shirt that says feminist on it. That's not, like, an accident. That's, like, at best, if I want to give this guy any, like, any credibility here, any, charitability, rather, right? Maybe he had the script written before he had the clip. And then he just chose not to change it. Because I don't know how you make a mistake like that. Maybe he thought, like, in the back of his head that that was what was going to be there, and then he put the clip in late, and there was just no cooperation with, like, the research of the clip and the actual statement. Because dude, I don't know. It's just hard to watch shit like that and not think this is malicious.
Really a joke when you made a point about Ethan Klein being racist?
Like, hire a fucking scriptwriter, dude. You make enough money. Your videos get a lot of views, as you say. Hire a fucking scriptwriter if you're not good at it. Hire John. John Swan can write better scripts than this. And that wasn't even his strong suit.
By playing a clip of the I Have a Dream speech.
Which, one, is incredibly hypocritical to progressive values, and two, perpetuates another cycle of racism when, realistically, this was something that was supposed to stay in the 20th century.
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
75 years later.
Is a 6'5" black dude scary more than a 6'5" white dude?
This is just so fucking retarded, dude. This guy's videos are so bad.
Thank you, Martin Luther King. of nothing.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. Martin Luther King of nothing is fucking real.
I mean, just think of everything that—
Dude, he posted that on Juneteenth. No, I'm kidding, but Jesus.
Your least favorite YouTuber has done, and multiply that by 10, and we have Ethan Klein.
Well, obviously, when he says that Ethan Klein's 10 times worse than your favorite YouTuber, that's clearly hyperbole. He's not worse than like a pedophile. So, oh, he compared Ethan Klein to Colleen Ballinger in the conclusion.
And most importantly, he's certainly not any better.
Dude, do you know that Colleen Ballinger, like, he did a video on Colleen Ballinger. I think he... Josh, can you correct me if I'm wrong on this? I don't want to say it definitively if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he called her, like, a pedophile in that video, right? Like, just straight up hit her with that. Is that wrong? Smaggle, have you seen it? Basically, he took it down because it didn't get enough views. So he's that, like, fickle, that if, like, the video doesn't perform well, he'll rip it down, which is really funny. But I can't remember if he called her a pedo straight away. I feel like I remember us, like, talking about this on stream one time. Yeah.
Than any of the people he criticizes.
I mean, I can't go and research it because he fucking deleted the video because it didn't get enough views, so...
Or tries to cancel, whether it's Leafy, Colleen Ballinger.
Well, okay, that could just be clear hyperbole again. Let's see what he says at the end of his second Logan Paul video.
That, combined with the crypto scams and mocking his best friend's religion, is in my opinion far worse than anything even EDP445 has ever done.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Okay.
And then go back home.
Okay, so Ethan Klein is worse than Logan Paul, who's worse than EDP.
Dude, okay, so I don't... Does he say it? If you watch that video has, like, nothing to do with EDP445. That reference is so fucking random that, like, at the end of the video, the crescendo of the video, he's just like, by the way, this guy's worse than a pedophile.
Okay. But most of this goes ignored because King of Nothing does his job fine. He rarely takes a risk on a topic, looking at people who are widely hated and easy to cover, like Sniper Wolf, Jake Tran, Darman, Jake and Logan Paul, and Hassan Piker. And there's nothing wrong with covering these topics, but here he gives a veil to King of Nothing's terrible arguments. Without all the definitions and hyperbole, he has to separate himself from all the other H3 and Keemstar Exposed videos by priding himself as a scam detective, a sort of Dollar Tree CoffeeZilla if you want. And you'd think someone with former experience in the financial sector would be pretty bang on with his assertions, but you would think wrong.
To a straight-up scam artist. To scamming his fans, Ethan Klein has been scamming his fans for years now. Who he scammed for the crypto scam? Look, it's one thing to scam your fans, and if the crypto scams weren't enough...
The thing is, he makes the claim that he's a scammer, and, like, what you're showing here is him just repeating it over and over again, but he uses that as justification to make some more wild claims throughout the video. Right? It's like, well, we've already established that Ethan's a scammer, but now he's also this. And the scammer stuff is just bullshit, so it makes the whole video look worse. If that's even possible.
When influencers like Ethan publicly scam their fans, he's a scammer.
Despite King of Nothing's supposed love for definitions, one of the definitions that he can never nail down is the definition of the word.
Yeah, that's so crazy, bro. He puts the fucking definitions all over the screen. But when it comes to scamming, this guy fucking puts in this disclaimer, but scamming is a subjective term. Alright, cool, buddy, nice.
Scam. Because whilst he's got that Oxford Dictionary on lock, he also provides a disclaimer in the description of about half his videos, saying that scam is a subjective term that means something different to different people, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And you're about to see exactly why King of Nothing puts this in his description. A couple of months ago, King of Nothing uploaded a 2-hour video attempting to try and take down Ethan Klein of H3H3, and it has gone down in history as a supremely terrible video. Ethan, along with many of the other subjects King of Nothing has covered, can be criticized for various actions, but for some reason...
That's the thing, is it's like such an easy dunk if you want to hit like all of the fucking tried and true Ethan Klein talking points. Now he won't like them, but that's fine, right? There are definitely things you can hit Ethan for. It's just crazy that you could whiff this fucking hard and make a video of just straight misinformation. And then, like, the only people it appeals to are people who, like, hate Ethan to the point where it, like, it overshadows, like, basic judgment, right? The only people who think that video is good are people who either are super uninformed or just, like, super, like, schizo, right? Like, they don't care. You can call Ethan a pedophile for absolutely no reason, and those people would be like, yes, yeah, awesome. Like, obviously, you're gonna win those people over.
King of Nothing picks the shittiest points. Like this slam dunk on Kraken, a crypto platform sponsor that Ethan took for a while.
After the NFT debacle, Ethan then decided to funnel his fans' money into an even bigger scam, Kraken Crypto, which is a crypto trading platform which allows users to buy and sell crypto. And not only did Ethan bring the CEO of Kraken onto his show, he then went on to accept Kraken Crypto as an official sponsor for the podcast, and Ethan started shilling Kraken like his life depended on it.
Now, let me make it clear that Kraken is dodgy as fuck now. As King of Nothing shows, Kraken has settled lawsuits with the SEC for various reasons.
In February of 2023, Kraken also settled a $30 million lawsuit with the SEC because they failed to register the offer and sale of their crypto asset staking as a service program, where investors would transfer crypto assets to Kraken for staking in exchange for advertised annual investment returns as high as 21.
This is like insane word jargon to like just add all of these things in here as if Ethan had access to a time machine and he would know that like 2 years after he promoted it, they'd be under fire. It's like so fucking crazy, dude.
Then just a few months later, in November of 2023, Kraken was officially charged by the SEC.
Dude, 2023, bro. Like, tell me this is good fucking research. Tell me this isn't malicious. Oh, he just accidentally realized that these FCC filings and stuff happened 2 calendar years after Ethan promoted it. But like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever, cool.
Operating as an unregistered securities exchange, where it's alleged that Kraken has deficient internal controls and poor record-keeping practices, which could potentially lead to losses for Ethan's fans and Kraken's customers. It's also alleged that they commingled their customer funds with their own, which is essentially what Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail for right this second. So Ethan basically promoted FTX.
So it's settled. Ethan Klein promoted a scam. Except for one thing. You see, despite painting this out as Ethan promoting a blatant scam, one important detail that was conveniently left out is that all these SEC lawsuits were done in 2023. Ethan's last promotion of Kraken was in 2021.
In all seriousness, where was Ethan's due diligence into this company before accepting Kraken as a sponsor?
Wow, I guess Ethan Klein should have just had the future-proof foresight to know that Kraken...
Here, let me pull this up. I want to show you this section in full. Obviously, we're reacting to his video, and he didn't talk about this. And I have something to correct too. So if you go to the Kraken crypto scam section, I just want to point out to you, like, look at all the shit that's on screen. Look how far this goes. Like, there's no fucking way. So he promotes it in like September, October of 23, right? Not 23, sorry, September, October of 21. And then this is King of Nothing segment.
Al was on the show. He had a great appearance. He's a great guy, and Kraken's one of the most trusted companies in the game. So if you're interested in crypto or exchanges or whatever, please use Kraken.
I just want to re-emphasize, according to Ethan's own words, Kraken is a friend of the show. He highly recommends using Kraken.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know. We heard him say it. Thank you.
Crypt 4.8 out of 5.
Okay, so he pulls up the Better Business Bureau, right?
Better Business Bureau rating. In addition to being...
Okay, so he's gonna fling through this, like Technicals reads DMs, okay? 4/19/22, 4/20/22, 4/26/22, 4/28/22, 5/13/22, 4/11/22, 4/18/22. Like, he's edited this into his video. 4/7/22, 4/something/2022. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I went back and did more research because obviously I put that on screen and I was talking about this last time. And there is like stuff if he did more research, he could have probably made an argument, but I just don't think there's anything here. So if you look, this is their current page. This is Kraken Better Business Bureau, rated 1.52 out of 5 stars. First of all, these reviews that they do, these customer reviews, are not actually used in calculating that. I didn't really understand the Better Business Bureau last time I did this section, but these are the fucking yeah, so they have a problem with failure to respond to 54 complaints. That's why they became that's why Kraken has an F. They failed to respond to 54 complaints, I guess. But where was it? I just put it in here. Overview. Oh, I hit overview. Where is so that's the reason for the Better Business Bureau ranking. They didn't respond to 54 of these, right? So he really doesn't have an argument. No, I'm wrong. Fuck. Read customer reviews. Like, look at this. 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, load more, right? 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 2023, 23, 23, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, go back even further. 22, 22, 21. There is one review, one singular review that occurred prior. No, I'm sorry. That's 12. No, that's still after. Here, this is the one singular review that occurred before Ethan Klein's thing. This is a fraudulent criminal organization operating under the name of Kraken. They have locked me out of my account and stolen my money. I am unable to get my funds back. Avoid this criminal organization at all costs. Here. Let me just... Now we go back to Kraken, right? We go here. Now we look at their complaints. These are FCC complaints, or FCC, BBB complaints, right? And now we can just jump right to the back because these are all these are ordered correctly. So 51 unanswered complaints got them put on the list. Here's the number of ones before Ethan Klein's video. 1, 2, previous. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total. They got their F rating for 54 of these, or whatever, 51 of these. There were 9 complaints. And some of these complaints, I just saw this one today. Where is it? It's a cryptocurrency app. I purchased something. Withdrew money in the past. Withdrew money in the past. It's a online scamming company. It was one of these. It was really funny. It was like, I got hacked. Did I miss it? There was one of the other. I read one of these today. It was like, yeah, my account was hacked. Yeah, I complained. I got hacked. I left my fucking password got hacked and all my shit got stolen. Right? Is this not fucking crazy? And he does it like, it's just insane to me, bro. It's insane to me. Yeah.
Would be sued by the SEC 2 years after he last promoted it. The only thing that King of Nothing has going for him here is the Better Business Bureau reviews, which is not exactly the most accurate reading for companies.
Kraken is one of the shadiest crypto exchanges out there, and that is proven definitively by their 1.48 out of 5 Better Business Bureau rating.
Yeah, I don't know how definitive the system is when companies like PayPal, Google, and Microsoft are getting ratings lower than Kraken.
I did not know that Microsoft had a fucking 1.04 rating on it.
Wow.
But they have a B+.
There's a huge scam you got exposed, King of Nothing. It's a site called YouTube.com. For fuck's sake, Ridge Wallet,
Dude, Ridge Wallet not only has a fucking 124, they're rated an F. Okay? How many people have promoted Ridge Wallet? Mood has promoted the Ridge Wallet. Tom's promoted the Ridge Wallet. But he'll never call out those people. Bro, Scentbird has a lower rating than fucking the crypto app, Kraken. But, like, when's King of Nothing gonna go after Boblax for being a fucking turbo scammer? Never! Well, maybe now, because he's criticized him. It seems like once you criticize King of Nothing once, he forgets all the dick-sucking he did and all of his friendship with you. And then he just burns you. So maybe now he will. Maybe he'll be like, Boblax has been a scammer. That's why he's doing this right now. He promoted Scentbird. Raycons are low as well.
Company with the King of Nothing seal of
like, I would fucking do Ridge Wallet and Raycon despite this Better Business Bureau rating. I don't care. I would absolutely do either one of those deals. In fact, I might soon.
Approval has a lower rating than Kraken on the Better Business Bureau.
And just to set the record straight here, I am not anti-sponsorship. I don't think anyone has ever gotten hurt by a Ridge Wallet sponsorship.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. That's so fucking funny, dude.
Not anti-sponsorship. I don't think anyone has ever gotten hurt by a Ridge Wallet sponsorship, for example.
This guy just doesn't do any fucking research on anything. Oh my god, bro. That's brutal.
This is not a system worth taking into consideration, and this entire segment is horrendous for having such an oversight. And believe me, this is only the beginning. Let's take a look at the other so-called big scam that Ethan Klein has run, that being his H3 NFTs from early 2021. Before we get into this, I think it's worth at least clarifying what NFTs are, considering the discourse around them and all the scams has created—
Dude, I'm picturing Destiny, like the fucking stream, like, what is an NFT? You ever see that clip?
such a blurry perception. At the root of it, the idea of an NFT is to be a digital collectible, like Pokemon cards or stamp collections. But at the end of the day, if you get what you paid for, and it's not advertised as some sort of future investment, it's not a scam. Why is this important? Well, in March 2021, H3 sold off a few NFTs to his fans, with the profits going directly to members of the team. The sale went smoothly and everything was fine, until King of Nothing piped up and said it was a scam. So what are his reasonable arguments to say why? Well, Ethan Klein sold the NFTs as part of a bit, and joking about your NFT sale is the same as Logan Paul's Dink Doink project.
It's so crazy, dude. Like, these comparisons are so fucking lethal, and they're all wrong. Like, I've never seen someone so confident in being this dumb.
So the first scam I want to cover is the H3 NFT collection, which Ethan seems to have really gotten away with, because I've never seen anyone calling him out for this. And I think the main reason why Ethan got away with this is because he pitched this to his audience as some sort of a joke, so he could make it seem like he was selling them ironically. Unfortunately,
dude, honestly, King of Nothing, I think you should leave jokes to the experts, like Bill Burr, or what was the one that he used? Remember that? He's like, only expert joke, like, comedians could craft jokes like this, or something, and he just started, like fucking Seinfeld. What a soylent loser.
This just wasn't a joke at all. Jokes are typically free. What Ethan did with his H3 NFT collection is the exact same thing that Logan Paul did with his Dink Doink scam, where he pretended like he was shilling Dink Doink as a joke.
It's so dishonest to compare this to Dink Doink, especially considering the fact that the two were advertised through entirely different methods. Dink Doink was a separate cryptocurrency made entirely to bait in investors, whilst NFTs were and are always going to be tied to mainstream cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Plus, the jokes surrounding Dink Doink were solely about Dink Doink and its nature in promoting it.
Suck my dink, bro.
Dink? Dog's had a little bit of a...
Suck my dink. Nah, it's fucking...
It just fucking frustrates me. It frustrates me that I have to explain to you why selling NFTs, that most of which were bidded on, by the way, they weren't even like directly set for that much money, and distributing the profits of it while you're fucking making fun of NFTs and doing this whole thing as a big bit, right? Distributing it amongst like your team and shit like that. And it's just crazy that I have to sit here and explain to you how that's different than telling your audience there's a huge investment opportunity at fucking Cockcoin or something, and you should dump all of your money in it, and then maliciously pulling the rug away. Like, obviously, those are like two completely fucking different things. And it like pains me that there's such like an idiot on this planet who is sitting there being like, dude, he really got away with this. This is literally what fucking Logan Paul has done. Like, dude, I want to see this guy break open a rape story. Like, I want him to do like a fucking sexual assault allegation, just so we can get rid of him, just so he can fuck something up fast enough so he doesn't fuck up anything serious in the future.
Dink Doink.
Oh my god.
Why do you have him British? Because he's literally got the integrity of every British YouTuber from 2019.
This Dink Doink shit are you talking about?
It's a crypto meme coin, and it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
On the other hand, Ethan Klein's jokes are literally about him being a scammer. You'd think if he wanted to actually scam his audience, he'd be far more legitimate than saying this shit.
I feel like I'm on the BitConnect side of selling. I'm gonna make so much money right now from you fucking suckers. I'm gonna just be straight up BitConnect.
The H3 NFT project was incredibly upfront. Even if it was a joke at the center of it, they just advertised these NFTs, disclosed that the profits from them would be going directly to members of the team, and sold them. So again, where's the scam? Where's the sleight of hand deceiving viewers?
Dude, have you ever seen this guy try to explain NFTs? Have you guys ever fucking seen this, dude? I gotta pull up the DMs. I think these are out. Surely they're out. Like, have you ever seen this guy argue his fucking talking points before? Holy fuck, dude. 1. Why didn't you go into detail about Keem's NFT scams and follow-ups? Was the Dollar in the Woods NFT really a scam? Like, was there any confirmation that Keem never even sent out the Dollar in the Woods NFT? Well, the video was 46 minutes, and I didn't want to make it longer. So, like, why didn't you go into detail about the thing you talked about? Well, my video was already extremely long, and I didn't want to make it longer. This one's 2 hours and 10 minutes, though. I'm not really sure what an extra 30 seconds of explaining your fucking argument would have added to the runtime, but that's a cute excuse, I guess. For retention. Yeah, we've just thrown that out. He sold them officially while they were down 100% and worth $0 because he took advantage of the fact that he has fans. If he was just a random person selling the exact same product, he wouldn't have been able to sell the NFT. Wait, but I thought he said there was only one of this in existence. Yeah, but he made other projects. I'm responding to Dollar in the Woods. Well, yeah, I'm specifically asking if that project was a scam, or are you assuming that all of it is a scam because his other projects were scams? Yeah, that one specifically is a scam because he sold it for $800 and it wasn't worth anything. Down 100%, worth $0. So in your opinion, every one-of-a-kind NFT is labeled by as a scam? All good. No, any NFT that loses money, it's down 100%. So, like... it doesn't make any sense to me. This is like, dude, I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh card and then Konami released the ban list, and the Yu-Gi-Oh card that was worth $90 yesterday has dropped to $10. I've officially been fucking scammed. Dude, I bought my fucking... I bought a LE premium pinball machine, okay, for $13,000, and the minute I opened it, oh, it's already worth fucking $10,000. I just lost $3,000. I totally got fucking scammed here. Like, it's insane to me. Every single, like, time that you lose money, it's a fucking scam. Art is now a scam. Yeah, no, it's only a scam if it's digital. If it's digital art, because people don't like it, and you can just say whatever you want about digital art, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think NFTs are stupid. I agree with the general understanding that NFTs are stupid, but he doesn't know what a scam is. He doesn't really know what an NFT is either, because he's comparing it to a fucking cryptocurrency. But this guy is just he's just generally a dumb person. Dude, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Bro, the fucking guy who's calling out scams was a car salesman. His job was to scam you. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? This guy was a realtor and a car salesman. His whole fucking job was to get you to spend more than the property is worth. That was his whole fucking life. Oh, God. He only sold cards at sticker price.
Is this really lolly?
Like, dude, it's buy low, sell high. Oh, God. The market deems what things are worth. That's literally it. If the market deemed that it's a fucking payment to buy this stupid NFT, that's what it's been deemed worth. If you can't sell it now, then you probably shouldn't have invested into Keemstar's Dollar in the Woods NFT. If you wanted it in your collection, you should buy it. You shouldn't buy You shouldn't buy art knowing that you could flip it.
I really like
the worst fucking people I know are people who flip video games, and I get moral annoying about it because I want to buy video games, and all these fucking losers buy them to flip them. They go to fucking yard sales, rip off grandma.
I always do the possible.
Dude, they go to yard sales and rip off grandma so they could sell the fucking copy of the game for $80 on eBay, dude. Right? But they're not fucking scammers. Right? Like, it's not scary.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Like, I don't know, if you're going into any sort of digital, digital art thing, only with the idea that you're going to become a rich fucking multimillionaire, that's some real stupid, like, new money bullshit, okay? Bro, if you think that you could just get into Ethereum now after that shit popped off fucking, half a decade ago, like, it's all the people, like, do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like my uncle. My uncle hits me up and he goes, Nick, you gotta get into stocks, bro. Nvidia's going crazy right now. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it is, but, like, most of the people who told you about that probably got an Nvidia 10 years ago, and they've made, like, fucking quadruple 10 times what you're fucking making. If I just Google top investment stocks, I'm obviously not going to yield the same results as people who know how to trade, know how to manipulate the stock market to make a lot of money. But like, it's like people who got sucked into GME, like after, like there was a certain point where if you bought GME, you were losing your fucking money, right? That was because of your stupid purchasing decision. And at least stocks are a thing where like you're looking at stocks as an investment, but art's not an investment. You bought it because you wanted the art. If you're buying it as an investment, that's what stocks are for. Maybe you'll have better luck sports gambling. I don't know. Like that's the point. Like you're buying stocks as an investment. Don't buy things like fucking video games. Like, well, I have fucking 16 copies of fucking Helldivers 2 sealed that I'll be able to sell in 10 years for such and such value. You're an idiot. It's your fault. It's a bad business decision, dumb fuck.
Kraken was fined $400,000 for violating U.S. sanctions against Iran. In February of 2023, Kraken also settled a $30 million
we're all the way in 2023 condemning Ethan for a sponsor he did 2 years prior. Bro, listen, chat, I don't know if Internet Anarchist is still here. Have you promoted ExpressVPN recently? If they get breached for the next 5 years, expect this guy to come for your nuts, bro.
Suit with the SEC because they failed to register the offer and sale of their crypto asset staking as a service program where investors would transfer crypto assets to Kraken for staking in exchange for advertised annual investment returns as high as 21%, which would literally break the entire world's economy if that was actually possible. Then, just a few months later, in November of 2023, Kraken was officially charged by the SEC for operating as an unregistered securities exchange, where it's alleged that Kraken has deficient internal controls and poor record-keeping practices, which could potentially lead to losses for Ethan's fans and Kraken's customers. It's also alleged that they commingled their customer funds with their own, which is essentially what Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail for this second. So Ethan basically promoted FTX.
I might have just spread a bunch of misinformation.
Fuck it. We made this one up. It's a total fabrication.
In all seriousness, where was Ethan's due diligence into this company before—
Where was your due diligence into any of like the 50 subjects you've covered on your channel? Like, did you just sit there and read H3 Snark subreddit and download the 20-second clip? Did you even research any of the videos that you're clipping for these videos, or are you just finding the stuff on Twitter? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Or accepting Kraken as a sponsor, because from the outside looking in, looks like he took the money Jesse threw at his NFTs and immediately started unconditionally promoting Kraken without even thinking about it twice. And once again, he's done and said absolutely nothing to right his fans that he's wronged.
Yo, this guy, Ethan Klein, is such a freaking scammer. I hope this guy goes to jail.
By promoting volatile investments like crypto without transparent disclosure of risks to his millions of followers,
like, look at this, look at this, look at this. So like, here's just one, right? In comparison to Kraken, right? This is given a, this is not wait, look at this, is such a weird one, because if anyone told me like, hey Nick, like if my mom came up to me and said, hey Nick, how would you do crypto? Or like, what would you, like if I wasn't shilling it for money, right? I would tell people go to Coinbase, right? Is Coinbase not like one of the top ones? Like they've gotten 3,300 complaints in the last 3 years, okay? They're not BBB accredited, but they have a B+ rating. And they have 467 customer reviews. Like this is one that I probably would tell my parents to use. This is one I've used in the past. And I'm not, like, I have no reason to shill it. But like I just Googled to see what would pop up on Better Business Bureau for Coinbase. Like, are they a known scam? Did I just miss this? Apparently, the reviews shown on this profile might have been submitted against either the HQ itself or one of the corporate-owned locations under Find Location. Like, I don't understand. Like, Coinbase is literally the top fucking crypto distributor, right? That one, and like, does Robinhood do Ethereum too? I don't know how can you ethically talk about this if every single one of these, I guess because the B+, then I can talk about it. I don't, they're all the same. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Ethan has not only
also, wait, what? Oh, was I just watching the wrong video? Wait, was I just watching the fucking, okay, hold on. There's something I want to find in here. Where is, hold on. I want to pull up, let me see. Here, listen to this, right?
Solid, awesome dude, friend of the show. I would not hesitate to send everyone over to kraken.com/h3. Go to the Kraken app. With Kraken, you can buy and sell over 50 of the most popular cryptos like Bitcoin, Dogecoin.
So, yeah. So here's what he's shilling. Listen to this.
To send everyone over to kraken.com/h3. Go to the Kraken app. With Kraken, you can buy and sell over 50 of the most popular cryptos like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum. Guys, a friend.
You can buy Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum, and that's prior to Dogecoin dropping in value. That's when it was still like soaring.
The show, we love.
I'm 99%
Kraken, so if you're interested in crypto, please consider going to kraken.com/h3. The sound of our most beautiful sponsor, Kraken. Friend.
Okay, so then he starts talking about it. Where's the clip of him explaining like any currency? Any content creator? No. Shitcoin. You can buy.
End of the show.
That is true. $100,000 then just had before right this business. Where was Ethan's due diligence intentionally promoting absolutely nothing to right his fans that he's wronged?
That goes to
risks to his millions of followers. Ethan has not only personally capitalized on his audience's trust in him, but he also led certain members of his audience to literally invest into Ponzi schemes, even by his own admission.
Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Look at this.
outside of like Bitcoin and Ethereum and like a few other ones.
Outside of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few other ones
that are really reputable and have like, I would just, dude, I feel like these are all Ponzi schemes where people are just trying to trick
So he plays this as a big hypocrisy.
someone else to buy so they can sell it higher.
Ethan's promotion of Kraken wasn't just the endorsement of one singular crypto scam like Aiden Ross did with MILF Token or his friend Tana.
Now he's comparing it to fucking Titcoin and MILF Token.
Mongoose did with Titscoin. The promotion of Kraken was a direct endorsement for his fans to buy and sell not just one specific crypto like Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Not just one like Bitcoin or Ethereum.
It was him producing income directly off of his fans buying and selling all cryptocurrencies.
Okay, so you just can't promote like a distributor now? Like, oh guys, I can't promote flipping out pinball because they don't just sell Godzilla, they sell bad pinball machines too. Really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Which is a major contradiction to Ethan's words about crypto.
It's a major contradiction to when he said you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin?
When he's not being bought and paid for by our guy Jeff.
So he's responsible for your bad business decisions when you're given the opportunity to buy any currency you want and buy the wrong one? Like, we just showed this clip. Yeah, this is the fucking thing.
Most popular cryptos like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum. Guys, a friend of the show.
Like, he plays the shill. He doesn't get on there and say, buy MILF Token, retards. That's not what he argued. It's crazy.
Well, apparently King of Nothing's
He's responsible for people getting scammed in fucking Aiden Ross's things, because I guess you could maybe buy those on whatever fucking shady-ass app that was.
Proof is that Ethan rug pulled this NFT because the value has fallen, but Ethan never said these NFTs were a long-term project or investment. In fact, he never mentioned the word investment in his promotion at all.
I'll even take it one step further. If you bought an Ethan Klein NFT as an investment, you're a fucking idiot. When I bought Nerd City NFTs, I didn't think I was walking away from this project going to be a multi-millionaire. I knew the minute I bought those as a token of good faith, I was losing all of the money I was making. I knew that it was going to be worth $4 after I minted it. Okay? When Keemstar told me to buy in to what is it? Goat Soup NFT, I knew I wasn't going to like be making a fucking investment. If I'd expected myself to recoup all of my losses in this bullshit throwing money around like an idiot moment, like I'm an idiot. I'm totally okay with people saying that.
And says he did.
Because they were sold to their fans as investment opportunities. There is no punchline.
Dude, I almost think it's more malicious when companies like the UFC sell Conor McGregor NFTs. Because like that'll trick dumb boomers who don't even know what they're doing. And they're like, oh, I can buy this Conor McGregor NFT gold token that I can easily sell for, but even then maybe you actually could sell that. I have no idea. I think that a lot of the gambling stuff and a lot of the NFT and a lot of the crypto stuff, for some reason, like, escapes sports. Like, they're allowed to promote all of the bad sponsors. They're allowed to promote all of the fucking, like, they're allowed to have NFT sales. Hockey's allowed to have 500 DraftKings ads. Nobody says anything. And then everyone gets held to, like, an entirely different standard on YouTube. Like, I can watch the NHL as a fucking 10-year-old kid that has 50 gambling ads between periods and in commercial breaks and on screen while they're playing, and nobody says anything.
No one has bought one of these NFTs in 3 years. So these investments, which he sold to his fans...
I cannot stress how much of an obvious lie this is on King of Nothing's end. He makes his point over and over, trying to justify this lie by going to semantics and saying, well, what exactly is an NFT? His point here in this little overlooked text box is that, well, NFTs are all investments because everyone knows they can just screenshot the NFTs for free, so they paid money for it with the intention of having a go up in value.
Yeah, that's just not true. That's literally just a fundamental misunderstanding of NFTs.
Again,
That's like, I read one Twitter thread by artist number 55 who's terrified that like her art's going to become she's going to lose her job over AI. That's the research.
And that's not even true. This is like King of Nothing asking why you would want to collect...
The research to this came from an artist who's got like a lolicon profile picture saying that they're going to be fucking unemployable in the future because of AI.
Rare Pokemon cards if you can just print them out at home.
Source retarded.
Buy NFTs because they want to own these images. They see a value in owning them. I'm not going to act like I agree with NFT customers, their ideas, or their way of thinking, but King of Nothing is essentially saying that Ethan Klein's a scammer because he sold NFTs. And let me ask one more question. If they're scammers, where
he's just a total fucking smooth brain.
Fuck are the complaints from the buyers?
Also, even just by the, like, let's pretend for a second that it wasn't ironic. Let's just say we were selling these NFTs. What's the scam?
No, there's no scam. It's quite literally not.
He can't even beat CoffeeZilla and find a fucking loser who gave their entire fucking life savings to Dink Doink shitcoin token and cries on camera. He doesn't even have like the fake fucking like sympathy segment in his videos where people pretend not to laugh at the idiot.
A pump and dump. It's not a scam. We put these up for bid and people bid on them and then they got the NFT. It's literally like
like me and Boblax joked when we said we were gonna buy the Nerd City coin because then we can now own him and destroy him with his fucking and just tell everyone he scammed us or whatever. We made private jokes about that, right? Like this guy would have heard that and went, dude, that's a great idea. You should expose him for it.
Exchange, they bought a product.
An exchange, yes.
Ethan has completely stopped talking about this NFT project, and he
like
also
4 years ago.
But it's not a project. It was a bit. It was no like a segment. I mean, this is just rotten.
He funded a single person who he scammed.
Refunded? Scammed? This is... I'm sorry, but like, dude. Okay, this fucking guy needs to... I'm gonna talk to you, King of Nothing. We're gonna talk.
It's a joke.
With all this in mind, it won't shock you to know that King of Nothing has regularly failed when he researches other things outside of scams. In fact, it can go as far as to where I believe he purposely omits context to make his subjects look worse. During his H3 video, he doesn't even mention Ethan's apology for the controversy with Cutie Cinderella.
Why doesn't he talk about CryptoZoo? Because it was both an NFT and crypto scam. Because you actually still got something in Ethan's... Like, if Ethan didn't mint or send out the NFTs, then it would be comparable, I guess, to CryptoZoo. But CryptoZoo was also marketed completely differently than Ethan's one. So I think it was a factor, like, it didn't hatch, I guess. This was also a huge problem with Nerd Cities, whereas Nerd Cities minted NFTs and then didn't release them for 2 fucking years or something. I don't know if it's 2 years. But we were sitting there being like, when do I get my NFT? Like, by the time I got my NFT from Nerd City, Ethereum crashed and crypto was done. Like, I bought it when there was still like an opportunity to probably resell it at value or whatever, which I mean, I wasn't planning on even doing that. But like, by the time I got it, it was worthless. Because he waited so fucking long and he started removing things from his project page and stuff like that. Like, that's honestly, I think Nerd City is more criticizable for Ethan, but in the end he ended up releasing it anyway and he did everything he was supposed to. So I don't even know if that's fair.
And despite basically reusing Gokunaru's talking points from his H3 video...
Yeah, and fucking with CryptoZoo, the game didn't even exist. Like, there was no... Like, nothing worked. And he was selling all of that and collecting all the money from it. There was, like... He didn't make any of the promises he was trying to manage.
He barely acknowledges...
Whereas, like, Ethan Klein's was there, done, over, moving on to the next segment. Like, everything he promised was there immediately and worked. How minimum it was.
Ethan Klein's response to those talking points in any way. Oh, but don't worry guys, Ethan and Healer Klein are still building a parasocial relationship borderline cult by selling their merch.
Making the amount of content that they make is a calculated move that they've made in order to deepen those parasocial bonds with their audience.
Dude, every YouTuber who's selling merchandise is farming a parasocial relationship. This guy just doesn't understand having an audience or like being an online figure or whatever. Like this guy's a YouTuber by like the lowest sense of the term, right? He's a YouTuber by like technicality. He just shows up, posts videos, and goes nowhere else, and he thinks that anybody interacting with it, like this guy has no audience interaction. I literally bullied this kid into deleting his Discord server, so he doesn't even have that anymore. Like just by getting slight hate on this video, he deleted his only connection with his fans.
And when someone develops a parasocial relationship with their favorite creator, they start to develop things like the illusion of friendship with the creator, and that leads to people being more inclined to doing irrational things, like buying a $150 hoodie or two, or maybe even an NFT.
Yeah, I don't really think making merch or announcing your pregnancy is directly contributing to parasociality. I feel like a better argument could be made for like someone who's like selling their fucking baby pictures to their fans like Dream. During a segment on Ethan Klein taking a DraftKings sponsor, King of Nothing says that Ethan lied about when the DraftKings sponsor was taken, saying,
Next, Ethan says the ad was like 6 years ago, which again is a lie. That clip is from 2023, and the clips of him promoting DraftKings are both from 2020. In what world could a 3-year difference be considered like 6 years ago?
Holy shit, guys, he said it was 6 years ago when it was 4 years ago. Ignore that he literally corrected himself later on, something that King of Nothing conveniently admits in text. This is some huge breaking news. When he covered True Geordie for supposedly Islamophobic jokes,
Bro, he literally stops the video and goes like, True Geordie is probably like an Islamophobe. It's fucking crazy.
King of Nothing tried to make it out as if True Geordie was only famous for covering the Logan Paul Forest controversy to support his argument.
Not only is the joke poor, this is incredibly hypocritical coming from this guy of all people.
Dude, look at this.
True Geordie is only famous for getting sad and angry at Logan Paul for recording a dead person in 2018.
Serious?
Find a dead person in the suicide forest?
This is like the bare minimum of research.
That one video, we would not know who this guy is, and you wouldn't be watching this video. That video got him 4 million views.
Again, it may shock you to know that King of Nothing doesn't do his research. True Geordie built his fanbase off his coverage of football and him being a Newcastle fan. He was known before the Logan Paul Forest video. And if you take a look at his channel,
dude, you could just
videos
literally go click on his YouTube channel and you could see his videos are bigger than that. Like here, this is it right here, right? This one?
Older and far more viewed than the Logan Paul one.
It just takes one look at his channel. Surely you're not this bad at research.
Covering boxing and MMA and having people on his podcast. This is again just obscuring important facts that totally change how the argument is viewed, and that's just scratching the surface.
Didn't
his
even
Keemstar
scroll
video
down
is
on
an
the
entire
Wikitubia.
section dedicated to Basherverse, a Minecraft YouTuber who Keem exposed on the show. And again, anyone who has any knowledge of the situation knows that this section takes out so much context to turn it against Keem.
Just to give you guys some context, Basher got arrested when he was 18 for getting with a 15-year-old. That is harassment, and some of it is just straight up slander, like this video, which is still up today, years after his death, by the way, titled Basher's 13-year-old victim.
It's possible that he was 20 and he was 13.
Here, he falsely claims in writing that Basher admitted he had relations with a 13-year-old girl.
When Basherverse first reported about his past, his retelling was often inaccurate, inconsistent, and unclear, which left a lot of people, including Keemstar, pretty confused or misled. That claim
Basher's dead? Yeah, I know. He was like the only COVID casualty.
Of him being 20 is based on the fact that Basher posted newspaper clippings showing the arrest, which stated he was 20 at the time. And the claim that Basher interacted with a 13-year-old was given to Keemstar by Skydoes Minecraft and Jobless Garrett, two people who had employed Basher and
he's dead.
had been living in the same house as him.
Guy was a total scumbag piece of shit though, so I don't really care.
So it makes sense why Keemstar would run with this, because of the evidence he had seen and what he had been told by YouTubers who, at the time, were considered reliable and close to Basher.
All we've ever reported was that Skydoes Minecraft said the victim was 13, that the Zombie Unicorn said the victim was 13. And
the thing, I don't ever want to talk about Basher, because I've heard of like so much unreleased bullshit leak shit that I couldn't even possibly even try to vet, that it's like not even worth engaging with that guy. And I mean, he's dead now. It's no reason to talk about him. I heard some shit about his fucking mom. I heard like tons of crazy shit about Basher. I don't even know what's I don't remember what's in like the videos that came out and the videos that got shelved. I have no idea.
Based on these people,
it's like too mad, bro. The guy's fucking dead. What else am I gonna do?
And their reputations, You know, my personal opinion was that you were lying.
On March 26, 2016, Keemstar had an interview with Clara on Drama Alert to talk about an emotional twitlonger Basher had made the night before. In it, Basher revealed that the person who started the original rumor all that time ago that claimed he raped a 13-year-old was none other than Jobless Garrett. As the story goes, Sky Does Minecraft had given him the job to do a background check on Basher for Bam Lounge, during which he found his arrest record. Garrett then called up the county clerk's office to confirm this, which is when they allegedly told him the now infamous rumor. Garrett then told this to the rest of the Bam Lounge members, which is what kicked off this entire saga. And the accusation that we now know probably isn't true about the 13-year-old girl being raped twice by him, it seems to always go back to Jobless Garrett being the one making...
Dude, hearing him not censor any of these words and just hearing fucking Gamer from Mars deliver that deadpan is so funny to me.
That claim, do you know anything behind the scenes of if he actually was told that by the police or if it was made up?
I have...
Dude, I love this. I love watching this. Fucking, I've seen this video like 3 times.
Talk to him.
Just the fucking security guard randomly walking out while they're talking about rape and pedophiles on the fucking, like the Applebee's parking lot.
Or if it was made up.
I have talked to him in real life, like at a face party about a year ago. And I confronted him about this, and he, to this day, still says that is what the police told him.
King of Nothing is making this really dishonest implication that Keemstar just exaggerated the ages for no reason, which is just not true. The only criticism of this entire section that holds up somewhat well is that Keemstar should have removed his slanderous videos, but that kind of goes out the window when you realize it's coming from King of Nothing, who's been told multiple times to delete his slanderous H3 video and is instead just wanting to move on from the whole controversy, stealthily removing credit from the description because the people he credit.
Dude, and like, it's even funnier that he put me in fucking... He doesn't have it here, but Willie was the 3rd name in the description.
Thought his video was a garbage fire. More on that much later, but speaking of, let's get back to that H3 video. During mid to late 2022, Ethan Klein would also have this bit on a show where he would show guests a prolapsed asshole for shock value. It's kind of like when your mate shows you 2 girls, 1 cup.
Dude, fucking Toastify sent me this early, this part. Bro, this fucking section, I didn't even know this. I literally, I would not even know to look this up. But it's insane.
It's humor through disgust. But of course, Sister of Nothing would never have such incredulous jokes.
On another note, let's take a look at what the content creator Brittany Broski had to say about her appearance on the H3 podcast.
What's the nastiest thing you've seen on the internet?
In my opinion, what you're about to see is like the biggest argument in favor of this guy just being malicious. Like, he's not stupid. He has to be malicious. There's no way to mistake this. I'll give you one charitable read, which is going to sound mean too, but like there's only one way that he could possibly not be malicious.
I recently went on fucking H3 and Ethan showed me a video of 2 prolapsed assholes rubbing against each other.
Thanks for telling me the definition of prolapse, man.
So that's actually really awesome that you asked that because I had an answer ready to go.
Yeah.
As you just heard there, Ethan has this really bizarre habit of asking his guests awkward relationship questions or showing them adult content live on his show. I have to keep this PG, but for example, Ethan brought this adult actor named Hunger FF onto his show and had him show off some of his talents to his guest at the time, Howie Mandel.
Just go ahead and do it right now?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Everything you requested.
Now, Howie,
let me take off my shirt. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Watch. Oh no! No! No!
He's probably done that exact same bit more than a dozen times at this point, and the reason why...
I don't even watch this show, and I knew why he showed that to Howie Mandel. There's no way. Chat, one in the chat, if you haven't seen this yet, and you know why he does that bit with Howie Mandel and other people.
He constantly does really weird stuff like that is because Ethan and his podcast are essentially just the dollar store version of the Howard Stern Show.
Now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but King of Nothing is purposely omitting context out of the prolapsed asshole segment. The reason why this joke came about and the reason why he showed it to Howie Mandel is because Howie accidentally posted a picture of a prolapsed asshole to TikTok.
When my friend Neil bent over, this happened. Does somebody know, is this COVID related? And if it is...
This is like a fucking super viral meme. Like, it was like impossible to miss
about
this.
It. Ow.
Now, you could try and give King of Nothing the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know about this context, but I don't buy that. In fact, out of all the examples here, I believe that King of Nothing purposely left that context out to make Ethan look worse. And the reason why I believe that is because when King of Nothing shows his clip of Brittany Broski talking about going on H3, he leaves out the rest of the podcast clip where she explains the entire thing.
What's the nastiest thing you've seen on the internet?
I recently went on fucking H3 and Ethan showed me a video of two prolapsed assholes rubbing against each other. So that's actually really awesome that you asked that because I had an answer ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we probably could watch Perverse Family right now.
So that's the only part I never heard. I never heard past that.
I mean, pull it up.
I'm kidding.
Pull it up.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
pull it up. Do not pull it up.
I mean, it was like, I haven't felt that jarring, like, holy shit.
Why did he show you that?
Hey, that's a great question.
He just out of nowhere?
Well, no, there is a backstory. You know Howie Mandel's TikTok that you made?
Yeah.
Dude, this is insane. He has to be malicious.
Yeah.
What was that one again? He just looked at the camera like, look at this prolapse.
No, he said, is this COVID related? And if so, what do we do about it? And the fact that he knew how to use...
Dude, she went into dramatic detail, not only explaining why he made the joke, but why he showed it to her.
The green screen feature on TikTok to be like, hey guys, what do you think about this?
Man,
why was his
that
asshole
was
prolapse?
not Howie's asshole. I'm going to ask Google right now.
It was, I swear to God.
Why was his asshole prolapse?
I don't know what he's doing in his spare time.
Like, this is an insane crop job, bro.
They had Howie on the show and showed him that video.
Of the two
Yeah, she really sounds in distress now.
rubbing together?
What did he say?
He's like, how the fuck did you get that?
He couldn't look away. He even showed me the clip. And he's watching it and he goes, oh my God.
Bro, I'm watching. This is not Howie's butthole.
Yeah, that shocked me to my core, and I haven't, had a visceral response to a video online like that in a real...
Rubbing together is crazy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they showed me that video, and Ethan's just cracking up. And I'm like electroshocked.
Like, how do you not do research in your video? What did you find this on, like, the H3 Snark subreddit? Reading a disgruntled fan's post that was cut down super low? Like, you don't even think, oh, maybe I should go watch the fucking stream to make sure this is what I need for my video? Dude, he says he takes a month and a half to make these videos. He doesn't even watch the podcast he's clipping from?
Out of my body and then back into my body because that
he
was
needs
like,
another month and a half to do Andrew Tate, but it doesn't matter because you can get all of Andrew Tate's stuff wrong. He's still a fucking sex trafficker, right? It doesn't matter if you get all the information wrong. He's a bad guy, and that's how this guy survives. He covers bad guys, does terrible research, and farms money. It's insane. Once he does this to somebody who isn't disliked, then it'll be a problem. Then people will point it out.
Holy fuck. And of course he can't show it, but oh my God, I wish he could.
Yeah.
I wish he could.
You guys already know these grifters cannot hide from me. I will research day and night.
Alright. This is fucking Patreon section. Shout out to all of his Patreons. I'm skipping it though.
And as a fan of comedy, I at the very least have to acknowledge the fact that that was an attempt at humor.
King of Nothing is an unbearably lame performative asshole in almost all of his videos. This is a factor we've barely touched on for now, but it's one that's been kinda obvious if you've been paying attention throughout this video. King of Nothing comes across as a commentary channel who fell into a coma in 2016 and woke up last year, meaning that in his videos we get some huge revelations. Did you guys know that in 2008, Keemstar said mean things on Halo, while King of Nothing is here?
Like, I don't care if you play old clips, but like, dude, I watched this. He literally just doesn't understand it and plays it straight. Like, it's not just, oh, he brought up things from 5 years ago. Because I think you can bring up things from 5 years ago. I think if you make a Keem video talking about just Destiny, you probably should bring up Tony. I think that's fucking relevant, even though Clown told me it wasn't when I did it all the way back in 2019. Alright? But to play this straight and say he hates his fans.
To show you the truth.
If posting that video doesn't prove to you that Keem genuinely hates his fans, then nothing will. Especially given the fact that Keem has already admitted that he wants his fans to suffer and live horrible lives.
I've been laughing the last hour.
Like, I don't know, dude. This is not just autism. This is malicious. There's no fucking way. Like, how? It's fucking been years.
Your mom died of cancer. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about. Alright? I only do this show for money. That's it. Alright? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you.
I want you guys to know that instead of bringing up points like the fact Keemstar—
Okay, time out. Alright, this one's not even in the video, I don't think. Pull this up. Watch this. This is the worst commentary video I've ever seen. I posted this a while ago. Watch this clip where he plays the ice cream thing as a fucking straight, like something Keem actually did. Like he plays it like it's not a joke after we've known this has been a fucking skit for years.
Cherry on top of this sociopath Sunday, how could we forget about the video of Keemstar at the
and he uses it to call him a sociopath.
age of 30, watching what looks to be a 4-year-old child get ice cream stuffed 4 inches deep into his nose.
And he blurred the kid's face like he was a victim.
And crying while Keem stands there and laughs at his misery.
Oh my god! Dude, you can't make this mistake in the last fucking 2 years. It's not possible. It's not possible. This has to be malicious. No, everyone hates this guy so much nobody's gonna call me out on it, and I'm friends with all of his friends. That's the only way I can read it, bro. There's no way.
I hate every single one of you.
I want you guys to know that instead of bringing up points like the fact Keemstar claimed a million sub YouTuber was a pedophile with zero evidence and used that as grounds to dox him, King of Nothing felt it was imperative to put in that clip where Keemstar said you should kill yourself in Halo or something. Furthermore, did you know that Logan Paul filmed a dead man in Japan?
Filming someone who isn't alive for views on YouTube is not just a bad idea, it's absolutely reprehensible.
King of Nothing just wanted to let you guys know that he actually doesn't support filming dead bodies. And last but not least, did you guys know that Sniper Wolf is a misogynist? Wait, what?
No.
Now, I know this might sound kind of weird to hear, but I genuinely think that Leah is a straight-up misogynist. Not in the traditional sense like our friend Pearl.
I recently decided that women should vote. I don't think women should vote. I don't think women should vote. Lord Jesus! You should vote. What? No, I shouldn't. No, seriously.
But by definition, I think that Leah has a dislike, contempt, or ingrained...
And he's pulling out the Oxford fucking definition of misogyny. This is so fucking
By
stupid,
definition,
bro.
I think that
guy.
Leah has a dislike, contempt, or ingrained prejudice against other women. Based on her actions, I think that Leah looks at other women as some sort of a competition for herself.
Dude, that is the biggest self-report that I've ever heard in my life. Have you not ever talked to a woman? Have you ever fucking in your life spoke to a woman before? That's every woman. Every woman thinks of other women as fucking competition. That is literally every woman.
On her actions, I think that Leah looks at other women as some sort of a competition for herself.
That's all of them.
And I'm only saying that because Leah has a consistent track record of straight up bullying other female content creators.
King of Nothing, I don't mean to assume that you haven't been around women in your life, but women fight with each other. That does not make...
No, it's not just that they fight with each other, Toastify. It's that they literally do exactly what he said by the way he said it.
Misogynists. Sniper Wolf says this shit because she's fucking insecure.
Leah clearly has some sort of deep-rooted hatred towards women as a whole,
Dude,
dating back more than 10 years.
Fucking hatred to women. Ethan Klein is a racist homophobe. Fucking True Jordy is an Islamophobe. Dude... Bro, it gets me so mad, bro.
And it's disgusting.
Accusing people of certain ists and isms is like King of Nothing's crack cocaine.
Yes.
He just has this cerebral addiction to it. He can't even go a few minutes making fun of someone without coming back down to earth and trying to make some huge major point.
Yes, my man did just show his glizzy on a public Instagram story that he posted at the age of 41. And somehow, that's not even the worst part. The worst part, by far, is the growling. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish by growling like that, but it's kind of giving me some misogynist vibes.
Now you...
What?
He was trying to accomplish by growling like that, but it's kind of giving me some misogynist vibes.
How the fuck did any of you guys become friends with this dude? This guy walked up to Augie at VidCon and was like, we're chill. Bro, get this guy out of here now. Literally just boop out the door. You could be friends with other people, dude. Holy shit. Josh, you have a song where you sing about fucking black people not knowing the struggle. This guy is going to neck you first opportunity.
Now you see why his exaggeration is so potent. It's meant to reinforce moral grandstanding on clips that don't even deserve it, but King of Nothing is making such an outrageous point that it feels weird to defend it. Let me give you an example. During the promotion for the first Creator Clash, the YouTuber Dad went on the H3 podcast to discuss his fight and talked about the loss of his girlfriend. On a later podcast with Anthony Fantano before...
Fantano says the most rude line in this whole fucking video of nothing. There's nothing here that you could even possibly be upset by.
Creator Clash 2, Ethan talked about Dad and said this.
Honestly, like, truth be told, I would not want to fuck with Dad. Like, Dad,
I would not get in the ring with Dad.
Knowing his, even at the weight that I am, knowing his background, he's he's faster than you. You can't keep up with that speed. He's a dancer. He's gonna have
He's got insane endurance, and also he's a little crazy
stamina. Yeah, and he's definitely got a screw loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he came on our show to promote his fight against Matt, and he was just like,
he's an animal.
My life is a tragedy. I'm fighting for my dead girlfriend. I was like, whoa, dude, I don't want to fuck. I don't fuck with.
Yeah, you don't want a dead girlfriend punch.
No.
Nobody wants a dead girlfriend punch to the face.
No, but I would pity anyone who gets in the ring with him, dude.
What did he say there? What was the offensive part? I'm so fucking confused. What did he say wrong? What could he say in the future to prevent this fucking drama? What's wrong with that statement?
Be a fucking disaster.
Why would you go on a podcast and tell people that you're fighting for your dead girlfriend if you don't want people to mention that you literally are fighting for your dead girlfriend on a podcast? Do you think this is making fun of him? Do you think this is insulting him? On what planet would that even be? Like, how do you even interpret it that way? Other than the fact that Dad bitched about it on a podcast and you're just going to put it in. Like, how can you yourself view this and go, oh, obviously, this was a huge misstep for Ethan. When, again, the most fucked up thing on there, which isn't even fucked up, it's like a 2, is him saying, I wouldn't want to take a dead girlfriend punch. And that's not even coming from him. That's coming from Melon.
For anybody.
King of Nothing responded to it by saying this.
Now, I'm no expert in maturity. In fact, I'm actually quite immature.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
But when I think about maturity, the last thing that would ever come to my mind is a 40-year-old man who openly mocks the death of other people's girlfriends who
he did not mock the death of his girlfriend. There's no part of that you could even pretend to comprehend. It has to be malicious. It has to be malicious. He did not mock the death of that guy's girlfriend. That didn't happen.
He personally knows.
This feels like a gross mischaracterization of a clip that's really not that bad. It's a clip that looks more like he's praising him or respecting him, and if you don't agree with how he said it, you can at least say that he went about saying the right thing the wrong way. King of Nothing, however, just adds about 10 liters of the moral high ground onto it, and this guy's moral compass is all over the place. One minute he'll say that True Geordie is an Islamophobe because he made jokes about Andrew Tate converting to Islam.
To see a grown man like True Geordie, who is 35 years old, get in front of a camera and blatantly insult 1/4 of the world's population using harmful Islamophobic stereotypes is truly disgusting.
And then he'll turn around and say that
this is so funny, dude.
Hey, actually, making an edgy joke doesn't make you racist.
Now, is this a joke? 110%. He's not sitting there being genuinely racist. It is an attempt at humor, and obviously, I don't think he hates Asian people.
Wait! No fucking way.
As a result of this one clip.
He'll often be quick to label people as racist or sexist or homophobic based on jokes they've made.
And speaking of vile, Ethan is also racist, in my personal opinion, which is obviously very hypocritical.
But then he'll turn around and be like, well, you can't really be racist if you're multiple races, right?
This is exactly what I mean. Here's an article written by the Daily Beast, which claims that Sneeko is a racist. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I do not like this dude. But to claim that he is racist is insane. He's like 4 different races.
Dude, Sniper Wolf is a misogynist because she hates other women. Sneeko can't be racist, dude. He's 4 of them. Oh my, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody's put this into better words than fucking Toastify has. Okay, when I said, like, I in the beginning of the fucking stream, I said this, you can't track this guy. You can't get a solid read on him. Every video, he's a completely different fucking person. It's like a different person wrote the video every single time this guy sets down to write a script. I don't know what he believes because everything is a contradiction. You can go from one video to the next, and everything he says is exactly the opposite of what he preached to you morally in the video before it.
He'll say that Ethan Klein's crafting a parasocial relationship with his fans by...
This could be AI? Bro, I wouldn't be surprised.
...making content.
Making the amount of content that they make is a calculated move that they've made in order to deepen those parasocial bonds with their audience. And when someone develops a parasocial relationship with their favorite creator, they start to develop things like the illusion of friendship with the creator. And that leads to people being more inclined to doing irrational things, like buying a $150 hoodie or two, or maybe even an NFT.
But then he'll say that we all sell ourselves online, it's all fine.
But as YouTubers, we do sell ourselves and our content to the general public to try and make more money, and that's totally fine.
One of King of Nothing's go-to points is to think of the kids. Not literally, of course, that...
Bro, what the fuck, dude? This guy is a fraud. This guy's a total fraud.
Arc might come later, and Nothing's go-to points is to think of the kids. Not literally, of course, that arc might come later, but King of Nothing loves to preach about how YouTubers promote gambling to their child audience.
And instead of selling energy drinks, he's now shilling gambling to his child audience on Snapchat, are still the human equivalent of literal trash cans for producing income by promoting gambling to their child audience. Is that
this
it's
is the most
predominantly used by
annoying
children.
gay argument that's been peddled through this fucking community for so long. Oh, think of the children, think of the children, the children, the children. Bro, fuck you. Every fucking time, dude. It's just 50 excuses because you can go after a YouTuber you don't like, and you just ignore the fact that the parents couldn't parent their kids. I'm so fucking sick and tired
So
of
I
doing
had to make this video for the youth, and
I had to make this video for the youth, he said with fucking glasses emoji.
Inform them about who this guy really is.
Yeah, this is a pretty shit point to make in my opinion. I'd understand if it was levied towards channels that are made for kids, like the next Cocomelon video is the baby betting it all on black, or Stampy makes a video with a Bet365 sponsor, but the YouTubers that King of Nothing usually criticizes don't orient their content to children.
And now these fucking people bring up such horrible like responses to that, saying, well, they censor their curse words, as if that's not a reason, like, oh, I'm just monetizing my fucking video. Like, obviously people would say fucking more slurs in videos if it wasn't a monetization threat, right? Like, that's like, people aren't so stupid that they don't realize that, right? Surely that's not the one. Like, and it's just like, we have to censor them so we make money, so people will use that as justification to say that we're children's entertainers. Dude, if children watch my videos, it's not my fucking fault, alright? I curse, I fucking talk about rape, I'm talking about fucking sexual assault allegations. I don't think kids should be fucking watching that. No.
Cannot directly control who watches your videos and what they do, and thus I don't think the responsibility lies on YouTubers for taking a gambling sponsor. Just as I don't think it's King of Nothing's responsibility if one of his targets is harassed due to his videos. The responsibility should lay on parents to keep an eye on their children and keep any age verification or credit card information out of reach for them. Streamers didn't sign up to become fucking childminders, but of course the argument never stops there. Now we're talking about Idubbbz's wife Anissa and how she's knowingly exploiting the addiction of lonely men
We
and
watched this the other night, bro.
children by doing OnlyFans.
They lack respect for themselves, and they have no moral compass, because OF is funded strictly by literal basement-dwelling incels who are most likely very addicted to the consumption of adult content, and it's indefensible to knowingly take advantage of people who we all already know are at the lowest of the lows in society, all just to make—
Dude, what people think of the incels. Dude, he's gotta be talking to himself. He doesn't know anything about women, alright? He's going to bat for the incels. What does this guy do in his spare time? Surely, come on, let's start to speculate. Dude, I'm really starting to ask some fucking questions here.
Make some quick, easy cash. And the statistics show that the largest consumers of adult content is actually little boys aged 12 through 17, which is disgusting.
Yeah, he was king of gooning, that's the reason. He probably spent like fucking $20,000 on some OnlyFans girl's ass, alright? And now he's like a fucking begruntled fucking former porn addict or something. That's his arc. That was his previous arc. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true.
disgusting, especially when you take into account that OF intentionally does nothing to verify.
By the way, this guy just pats himself on the back and just gives him credibility by sentences. Like, he'll just start pretty, like, you know, marginally there, like something that you could probably look at and say that's true. And then he'll, like, just slowly fucking start, like, peppering more things on there until we go from, like, yeah, OnlyFans is bad because people obviously don't have any self-respect. And OnlyFans is also bad because, you know, there are some pretty pathetic people who donate a lot of money towards it. And OnlyFans is also super bad because you're preying on those people. And OnlyFans is also mostly used by children. And pornography is super addictive. So I guess we can logically come to the conclusion that because Ian is defending his girlfriend who's getting harassed online, he must want children to watch porn and get addicted to it and have, like, no sex into their 30s. And be, like, shown, like, fucking people railing each other at, like, 15. Like, we're traveling up the line here where you're just giving yourself a bit more credibility, and then you just say something completely fucking outrageous. And it makes sense because we've walked all the way to this line or whatever, and here we are.
The ages of their customers so they can make more money. And that's not even mentioning the dozens of peer-reviewed studies proving the inarguable net negative impact that excessive consumption of adult content has on not just children, but adults as well.
Not just children, as if, like, the 99% of people who are using this are fucking children. That, like, Anise is watching this being like, God, I better make this look real good for those 15-year-olds who are going to click on this. Yeah, good one, buddy.
And as you would expect, those who buy OF are...
But, like, he says it, right? And then he says, like, but not just children, as if now that's on the back of your mind. Like, that's obviously what they're doing it for.
Not the people who use it in moderation. So by making a video with the sole...
Oh, I forgot this was an iDubbbz video.
Intention
Sorry, I thought this was a porn video.
Defending sex work, Ian is proving to us all that he's anti-consumer, anti-science, pro-addiction for children, and pro-basement-dwelling incels.
Again, if...
He's pro-addiction for children. Hire a scriptwriter, dude. You make enough money to not post this.
The argument was about porn sites overall, you could probably have a good point here. But King of Nothing is actively attributing malicious motives and intent to exploit children.
This guy is either maliciously retarded, like in The Boys. Did anyone watch the last episode of The Boys where the fucking smartest woman on the planet gives herself a frontal lobe lobotomy so she could be retarded for 20 minutes? I think that King of Nothing is, like, malicious, but sometimes he gives himself a frontal lobe lobotomy when he's writing his scripts.
Upon Anissa. Really? Are you fucking serious?
Ian is proving to us all that he's anti-consumer, anti-science, pro-addiction for children.
Man, this King of Nothing guy seems to see children everywhere he goes. Maybe the...
Disavow.
Maybe the arc is already starting. Or maybe it's because his idea of a joke is 3rd grade reading level.
And it's certainly not because I'm a good person. In fact, I am horrendous. I'm the guy who consistently team kills my teammates in Fortnite.
He's a Redditor.
Following King of Nothing's catastrophe of a video on H3, many people inside the commentary community, including his peers, were
Dude, King of Comedy, bro. I can't believe that Bill Burr didn't write that joke.
all asking the same question.
Why would he leave this up? That's my, like...
Because he's stupid.
Why not delete it?
Oh, that's
After,
King
like,
of Nothing.
3 months, a month. Like, we should not be able to...
I don't know. He's stupid, and...
He should have made this a members-only experience.
Yeah, he should have. That's a good point, Cam.
People like Nicholas DeOrio and Turkey Tom, who have been critics of Ethan Klein in the past and people who were cited in the description of King of Nothing's video, were quick to disavow this content dumpster fire after watching it.
I'm convinced that this guy is either, like, a bad actor, like a legitimate malicious fucking person, or his videos are an amalgamation of Reddit posts he's read, and he's basically Reddit verses, but he markets himself as a commentary channel. That's the only way that this could make sense to me, because it feels like the video's at odds with itself. It's like it feels like it's written by 15 different people who have different opinions on Ethan Klein, and it's just all mashed together. And, like, when you ask this guy why things are wrong, he doesn't actually know the answer because he hasn't done the actual research.
Eventually the video got all the way to...
You'd get to hear that if he would fucking debate me on these subjects. Like, I mean, dude, that's the thing, is I wish I got him on day one, because now he probably has spent the last 2 months looking at this, unless he's like a super egomaniac and he still thinks he's 100% right. But reasonably, if we spoke on the first day, this guy, you would know he did not know a single thing about the video he'd made. He'd produced a 2 hour and 10 minute video on a subject that he did not know anything about. and he didn't have a scriptwriter. It's insane to me. It's so fucking crazy to me, dude.
His subject, Ethan Klein, who reacted to the NFT segment on his podcast and issued a lawsuit threat for King of Nothing's borderline defamatory claims.
What Ethan did with his H3 NFT collection is the exact same thing that Logan Paul did.
No.
What?
No, not at all. Right?
With his Dink Doink scam,
No,
where he pretended
what?
like he was shilling Dink.
Okay.
You're
that's
insane.
That's defamation. That's actually fucked up.
Yeah,
Say
you're...
that. Dude, that bro.
Not remotely comparable.
That's fucked up to even lie about, dude. Like, what are you doing? That's defamation, man. I'm sick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sick of
He's
fucking
right.
people
He's
just
100%
maliciously
right.
lying. It shouldn't be. It's not okay to do that. I mean, there's laws against it. That's why there's laws. You know?
Uh-oh, King of Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
King of paying me.
Based.
Uh-oh.
For defamation. I'm
Based.
saving the soundbite so I can send it to my lawyer.
Keep an eye on your mailbox, King of Nothing.
King of downfall. King of putting a lien on all of his income for the next 10 years.
Based. So
Since
fucking
then, King of
based.
Nothing-
I'm never gonna forget when Josh called me and he's like, dude, Ethan's spurging about King of Nothing. And I'm like, wait, really? Ethan? Why would Ethan threaten to sue somebody? That seems like out of character for him. Like, normally I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck, Ethan's gonna get owned right now. This is I think I even said that. Like, dude, Ethan's going crazy? What? Let's check it out. And I clicked on it and I'm like, yeah. I think he has a point. You know, this is bad. I was watching it with Bo Blacks and He Who Must Not Be Named. And we were, and like, the conversation wasn't like, oh, like, what do we do about Ethan? It was, is this guy retarded or malicious? Because they were leaning on malicious.
Has not issued any response to Ethan, which is understandable considering the possible legal threat hanging over his head, but his response to his peers within the commentary community has been nothing short of cowardly.
Do you think King of Nothing will actually get a cease and desist? No, because I think he would have already gotten fucked if he was going to get fucked. But fuck me, bro. I think Ethan should do something. It'd be real funny. It'd be real funny if someone like this had to pay for fucking consequences once.
Removing those who he originally credited because they criticized him, playing Whisper Down the Alley with Bo Blacks to respond to the whole thing about comparing the H3 NFTs to Dink Doink.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, Bo Blacks comes out, he'll deny it to this day, right? He'll deny it to this day, about the fucking, about King of Nothing telling him this stuff, or whatever, but like, and Josh realized it too, because he was getting a bunch of shit, and then he connected like, oh, I think he said on his private, he goes, I've been shitting on Tipster for a month for getting into drama that he shouldn't have gotten into, and I literally just became King of Nothing's mouthpiece for no reason, because King of Nothing is a cowardly little pussy and wouldn't defend himself in the drama. So Josh comes out and tries to help his friend a little bit, making it worse, because King of Nothing's arguments are bad. So Josh just explaining bad arguments makes it look dumber. I think he's inevitably, like, I think he deleted these tweets, yeah.
It's all been very lame. On May 6th, 2024, he would make an announcement to his members-only Discord server, stating that he would be deleting it because he didn't want to—
Dude, he literally fucking got criticized one time and he nuked his whole Discord server. It's so fucking transparent.
Deal with moderating it. He also adds a little message saying,
dude, how is this guy gonna deal with the first time someone makes a video on him and and they respond to something he said? Like, how is he gonna deal with that? He's ran away from Ethan Klein, sure, but like, what if he does this and it goes fucking viral? What is he gonna do? He's gonna become a lol cow. This guy's gonna be fucking— this guy is going to have 100 videos made on him in the next 4 years. I guarantee it. All he has to do is stay active and you can ensure this guy will become a fucking lol cow. Because he's got all the make and model.
Bro, I could not possibly care less about what Nick DeOrio says about my video. If anyone wants to view his tweets—
if you really couldn't care less about what Nick DeOrio's, then you wouldn't be fucking pushing your video back. You'd be posting it sooner. Lord knows you're not doing the research, so why is it taking you a month and a half to put it out? Oopsie, there we go.
Please feel free to check out his Twitter. Don't lie to me, King of Nothing. You care about what Nick DeOrio
says. He has
says.
the gene, yeah. Bo Blacks, I'm not lying. I was just trying to help clarify something on my own volition. I can show the DMs. No, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying that he ran to you, and you guys were obviously talking about the situation, and then you took it upon yourself to defend him, and then realized, holy fuck, this guy's literally not going to defend himself. I'm putting myself out here for no fucking reason. Everybody's fighting with me now because they think this is like my fucking defense of him as a character, as his video, and all this other stuff, when I'm really just trying to provide more context to the situation. And I'm being left out to dry because my own friend who did the fucked up thing is literally letting me fucking suffocate out here. That's what happened.
says about your video.
I'll still never forget the time.
Are you gonna watch the clip of H3 reacting to your tweets? The old one? I don't think he's done that recently.
Xander Hall watched the first sentence in
No,
one of my
Boblex is not compromised. He figured out what he did was stupid.
videos and was like, dude, this guy's trying to sound like Nick DeOrio, bro. Have you noticed?
Oh my god,
In one of my
bro. This
videos.
clip.
He was like, dude, this guy's trying to sound like Nick DeOrio, bro. Have you noticed all the commentators? They want to sound like Nick DeOrio. I mean, I will say though, I wish I sounded like Nick. I mean, I think he has a cool accent. I feel like if I did it, I'd have to do it. I'd want to do it the best. I wouldn't want to
fully, yeah.
If Nick is making a video, I don't really think I can top Nick.
Dude, it's the age-old Nick DeOrio enjoyer until the minute you guys get into an argument. This phenomena occurs once every 3 months. Where somebody who pretends to be like a super fucking, oh wow, I love Nick's content. Yeah. Yeah, a fan turns into a freaky ass Juneteenth, I guess. I don't know, dude. This happens all the time. You have to realize that 99% of the people who are nice to you when you're a YouTuber are just like fucking disgusting filth. I'll tell you right now, if you're a YouTuber and you're watching this and you're wondering like, are my friends really my friends? Take 2 years off. As soon as you come back, all the people will start calling again.
Alright, before King of Nothing says I'm being dishonest, the real reason why he's now become
You don't have to be a million sub YouTuber. You don't have to be a fucking niche internet micro celebrity. You can be even less than that. You'll find out.
Lover of Nick DeOrio is because when Nick was tweeting about how bad his video was, King of Nothing sent him a Discord friend request for a private conversation. Nick promptly turned it down. Sadly, my offer for a private conversation has gone unanswered, but considering the messages I've seen,
my biggest regret is not getting in that call and recording that guy, because I had no affiliation with him, and there would be no right to privacy. There would be no expectation of privacy for calling somebody I literally do not know. Other than like I've spoken to him on a Turkey Tom stream. My biggest regret is not farming him for content back then, because I thought I could bully him onto stream the old-fashioned way, and he's smart enough to stay off of them.
Maybe I should count myself lucky. Maybe if I managed to get into contact with him, it'd end up with King of Nothing threatening to beat me up at VidCon like he did with Smaggledaggle. Yes, I'm not joking, this actually happened. So a bit of backstory. When Turkey Tom and King of Nothing—
Dude, the reincarnation of Tonka.
were friends, Tom gave him the mod role in his YouTube livestream chat, and when Tom reacted to King of Nothing's video, his chat was mostly mixed between agreeing and disagreeing. But then came the chatter Shelby502, who really went ahead and crossed the line, with such heinous messages containing fiery language.
I've never seen this until I just heard about stories about this.
Like, King of Nothing is reaching, and more power dynamics.
King of Nothing is reaching. Power dynamics.
This, of course, was just too much for King of Nothing to handle, his hands getting sweaty as he read the message, his eyes growing from anxiety to fury, and he would snap back by—
So what we know publicly, that I can talk about publicly, is that Turkey Tom reacted to his video, and it was not like anything overdramatic. He wasn't lampooning him, he wasn't obliterating him. If you compare my reaction that's been uploaded to Tom's reaction, Tom is much more measured and nice. But King of Nothing was in chat and fucking banning people, not just timing them out, that's his hidden. He was banning people from the chat, offering slight criticism on his Ethan Klein video when Tom covered it. And then Tom goes live a couple weeks later and he's like, yeah, he literally dropped me as a friend over my reaction to this video. So it's not like an isolated incident, all right? It's literally like I've dropped Tom as a friend and I've banned chatters because I'm such a fucking turbo pussy. It's crazy.
Banning this chatter.
Shelby502 literally destroyed so many connections business-wise for King of Nothing. And this random chatter is like his Agmids, his Alex Gekmo.
He's growing from anxiety to fury, and he would snap back by banning this chatter. You see, King of Nothing, that's how hyperbole works. Now, Smaggledaggle, who is Tom's head mod and another person who frequently appears on his
former head mod of I'm Alex,
streams,
former head mod of Colossal is Crazy,
called him out.
He's 1 degree of separation
for banning chatters.
Smaggles is King of Nothing hiding negative comments.
I didn't even know this was in it, bro.
I don't think he's doing that.
Dude!
There's no evidence for that, okay? That's not true.
This prompted—
It's so fucking crazy.
King of Nothing to immediately hop into Smaggle's DMs and give him a quick—
Dude, fuck you. I hid one person after 1 year of being mod.
Call. During this call, King of Nothing said that he banned this chatter because he was in a bad headspace, and his father had passed away recently.
Okay. Now do you understand why I felt like I couldn't release this information? I was not gonna go around explaining what the tragedy that happened in this fucking guy's life is. Because then that makes me look like an asshole. And you can only have one Chiquita Banana incident. You can only have one Josh Pescator moment where people start to complain. Okay? So, this is what I kept hearing. Everyone just kept talking to this guy, and he kept saying his fucking dad died. Or whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. When? A couple days ago. Then why was your video that you researched for a month and a half bad? What's the justification for that one, dumbass? Like, I talked to people about this. I don't want to share names or whatever, but they told me that his dad died, and that's why the video is bad. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking? Like, I'm not trying to be a dick right now, but what does that have to do with fucking anything?
Now, I'm not going to go ahead and mock King of Nothing for the death of his father. My sympathies go to him.
But he called Smaggle? The one that you get to see is him calling Smaggle. If I'm Smaggle Daggle, and somebody goes, dude, you're gonna feel so fucking stupid when you find out why I banned that chatter. Did you know my dad's dead? What the fuck do you think Smaggle is gonna say to that? What is Smaggle Daggle gonna do? Really? And why would Smaggle even consider that a real fucking situation? A fucking 100,000 sub YouTuber called him and went, no, you're just mad because my dad's dead. Like,
and his family, but there is something inherently scummy in bringing up personal issues to deflect from criticism of your online videos as if it's a shield. It discourages people from criticizing his video because it makes them uncomfortable.
And you could say,
crypto fascist.
You could say all the stuff that happened that week when he went crazy behind the scenes. You could say all of that's justified because he was having a fucking tragedy. All right, you could argue that. You can't argue it for the video because the video was a month of research, a month and a half of research. The production time was about a month and a half or something like that, is what I was told. Right? That had nothing to fucking do with the video is bad because the video is bad. But you could say this shit right here is understandable, but you can't say it's understandable now. You can't say it's understandable a month after either. Because he's not budged off of any of this. He didn't wake up and go, okay, I was acting a little like irrational. I was saying some stupid shit. He didn't wake up and have a moment of clarity. These are still his active fucking opinions on these issues, just to be clear.
I think it's manipulative. And you know who would agree with me? King of Nothing.
Look, I fully empathize with the fact that he's lost his mother. That is absolutely horrific. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. And I truly feel bad for him. But what does this have to do with you saying this?
I would gladly blow myself up if I could take that fucking...
There's a clip for fucking everything, dude. Oh my god. There's a fucking clip for everything.
Shitbag with us.
Because although I'm sure everyone feels bad about him losing his mom, it really just seems like he's trying to gain sympathy points from his own audience. What does this have to do with you saying this?
It's my belief that King of Nothing has been using this personal tragedy to get his most vocal critics off his back. I believe this is exactly why he sent Nick DeOrio that Discord friend request. Now
he was gonna call me. Okay, so now you understand this? Does this make sense to you? Because I couldn't explain this to anybody when they were telling me. They're like, oh, you denied his opportunity to speak. Yes, because I knew he was gonna call me and tell me his dad died. And then when I leak it, I'm the bad guy. That's why I didn't take his fucking phone call. I wasn't gonna be the fucking 4th person he called to tell about his fucking dead dad.
Exactly why he sent Nick DeOrio that
I don't care. I don't know you. I don't... Debate me on your video.
Friend request. Now, having been told this news, Smaggle didn't take this seriously. From his perspective, he had just seen King of Nothing bring up his dad's death as an explanation for why
and he went back in Smaggle's shoes.
He banned a YouTube chatter. He thought King of Nothing was joking or doing a bit, and so he laughed. This really set off King of Nothing, turning him into an internet tough guy, and I would be remiss if I didn't...
And don't you think that would be a little cruel? Don't you... Like, now you're like, oh, Nick, get me the clip. Oh, Nick, get me the clip. Don't you think it'd be a little fucking cruel if I called him and leaked that because he made a bad YouTube video? Don't you think it's a little... You know, it's crossing the line just a little bit?
include these messages. Lamau, no matter what words you say, you're still gonna be the way you are tomorrow, and you're gonna have to suffer that way for the rest of your life. LOL.
Dude, he calls up. He's like, my fucking dad's dead, and that's why I did it. And Smaggle, apparently, this is how Smaggle told me the story. He was like he said something super out of pocket. He's like, you're a fucking idiot, fuck you, fuck your dad, or something like that. Because he thought King of Nothing was joking, and then he got more mad. Like, his voice raised. He fucking got to the point of growling. And then Smaggle's like, oh, okay, he's still playing into the bit. So he just started laughing in his face, or something like that. It was this stupid fucking situation. And it's just like, I understand why King of Nothing is mad here. Don't get me wrong, I understand it. But what did he expect reaching out to Smaggle? The lowest shark on the fucking totem pole. What did he expect to happen when he contacted Smaggle to tell him the reason why he's deleting meme comments? Don't let it escape from that either, okay? Don't let it escape from that either. The reason why he's injecting his fucking tragedy that happened in his life is because he got caught deleting a comment in chat. Okay, just to be clear, that's why we're here. That's why we're fucking here right now. Okay, there's no justification that makes that make sense. Okay, that's why we're here right now. And then Smaggle writes LMAO, and then this keyboard fucking Tonka Saw fucking Ultimate Warrior gets
That's
in
not
chat.
a joke. I don't know what is. You unironically have a sub 70 IQ. Why are you trying to own me right now?
Why are you trying to own me right now? You're molding.
You are molding. Buddy, I told you my dad died 2 days ago, and you laughed. Am I supposed to be happy about that? Acknowledge how retarded you are. You would never, in a million years, say that to my face. You wouldn't be alive. You're victim weight right this second, and you'll be that way for the rest of your life. You are a victim in any situation.
Hey, commentary community. I'm outside right now, touching some grass.
Look at me, I'm King of Nothing. I get lots of views. I get lots of views. People like my video. Bro, you got fucking taken to the cleaners by Smaggle. I'm not even kidding. This is the funniest thing I've never been able to show you before. Oh, man. This is why I was telling Smaggle, just drop this.
Hey, Nicholas DeOrio. We in this shit, son.
And dude, you know what's not in this video? You know what he didn't include? Alright, so obviously there's more. Otherwise, I wouldn't just make this.
Can I say something to you,
Because
Nick?
this is fairly
I really
light,
like
right?
you.
Obviously,
Why?
Obviously, he's had bad interactions with other people. You say you're victim weight right now. You'll always be a victim. If you said that to my face, you wouldn't be alive. I think there's a later message where he threatens to fight.
Can I
him
say
at
something to you,
VidCon,
Nick?
Right?
I really like you.
But like, you know how
Why?
I said that there's a King of Nothing clip for every single situation? Like, you can find a King of... If you want to prove that King of Nothing's a hypocrite, you can find in any
But the
corner.
second that anyone ever
Can I say
threatens
something to you, Nick?
anything...
I really like you.
Dude,
But the second that anyone ever threatens anything physical
violent
with me, or even worse, my dog, I am never speaking to them again, regardless of context, regardless of
something
our
to you,
past
Nick?
relationship.
I really like you.
This is just absolutely unacceptable behavior for a grown adult. And the fact of the matter is, a grown man who goes this crazy over anything is not just going to wake up the next day after going to therapy and then suddenly be a normal person. This is an insane human who is not going to change, who is not going to stop this behavior, and he's only going to get worse regardless of anything.
Or are you scared?
The only solution is to remove yourself from it. Therapy will not work.
Therapy won't
Staying
work.
in this will not make
Nope.
anything better, except only make your own life worse. And at a certain point, you as an adult have to make the conscious decision that you're not going to allow your own life to get ruined by someone who's clearly sick in the head.
I miss my mom.
We are now 16 and a half minutes in, and this has turned into a full-on therapy session on video. Look, I fully empathize with the fact that he's lost his mother. That is absolutely horrific. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, and I truly feel bad for him. But what does this have to do with you saying this?
You're molding. You're molding right now.
I would gladly blow myself up if I could take that fucking shitbag with us.
Isn't this
Jokes about this subject, unless masterfully crafted by someone like Patrice O'Neill.
Dude, jokes like this one, unless masterfully crafted by Patrice O'Neill.
By someone like Patrice O'Neill or Dave Chappelle are typically not funny enough or thoughtful enough to step in front of a camera and record yourself saying these types of things. Not only is the joke poor, this is incredibly hypocritical coming from this guy of all people.
This guy sucks so much dick, bro. It's so insane. Is this not fucking unhinged, dude? Oh, God. Smaggle leaked more DMs with King of Nothing. Is that real? What are these? Obviously, you don't care about me nor my dad. Like, yeah, dude, you're totally not weaponizing this, dude. I mean, I don't have the prior context, so I don't know what came before that. Obviously, you don't care about me or my dad, nor do I expect you to, but I only told you that to explain the reason behind my irrational action. So look, it's literally him. Bro, it's literally just fucking him. Can I put this in a... Hold on. Wait. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Can we... Yes. Okay. Here. All right. Okay, so... Dude. So he's literally just saying, like... Dude. Like, he's just like, dude, the reason why I'm banning chatters is my dad died. Like, and he's not doing this after the fact. This isn't like, oh, I made these mistakes. This is like in the moment. Like, this is insane. This is so fucking crazy. This is not like, dude, he's just being so transparent about it too. This is so absurd. I've never seen these before. Hold on, wait, yeah, okay. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Here, I'm just... Okay. This is so fucking nuts. I apologize to you as well, obviously. This is a hard time for me, and it's a really hard thing to go through. But just clarify, I didn't hide any comments or chats Wait. Just to clarify, I don't hide any comments or chats normally. Oh no, poor baby. I criticize people for a living, and people should be able to criticize me freely, except in your Discord server, because that's been deleted. I'm sorry for the mean things I said. I obviously didn't mean any of that. Please don't share this conversation. If I knew beforehand that your father passed away, I would have been more considerate to your plight. This isn't your fault, by the way. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying, yes, it is his fault. When I do modding and people call me out for hiding comments, I treat it as a joke, and I assume that if I did the same thing with other mods, they'd treat it the same way. I would normally agree with you 100%, and it does make sense at this point in time that I did something irrational, and I did something irrational to you, so I'm sorry about that. Honestly, it's already water under the bridge. I was going to tweet it out because I thought you were just straight up spurging at me, but I understand where you're coming from. I appreciate that. Again, I'm sorry. Just not exactly a good time for me. Like, oh god. Tom is doing call-ins right now. He could discuss the video if you want. Yeah. Little did you know that bridge was closed. Those DMs were blocked. There was no discussion to be had after that point. It's just so pathetic. Thank you for giving more content to it, but holy shit, yeah, this is fucking crazy. This is just absurd. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get this at all. I think this guy's a total schizo. Where were we? Yeah, here.
Hey, commentary community. I'm outside right now, touching some grass.
You're a victim. Stay indoors so no one can hurt you. Mad? Come to VidCon. I'll show you mad. Or are you scared and you're gonna hide behind a computer screen? Man, this is wild.
Wait a minute.
I can't believe this is
the date on those messages? That would be interesting to look back on in the future. That was the same day? Oh... Okay, well, he was putting on a mask, because I have, I don't believe that he figured it out that day. I'll just say that. Yeah, I don't believe that he magically became self-aware on the same day. I feel like, yeah, that was not... I think Josh could attest that that's not true. He didn't just magically figure it out that day.
The voice that sends a 100k YouTuber into a conniption.
So, I just want to start off with this. As you can tell, I'm very autistic, and I just want to let you guys know that if I slip up and say the R word, I have the pass. So just so we're all clear on that.
Also, why does he keep calling him a victim? Was he planning on doing something more to Smaggle VidCon than beating him up? By the way, you might think it come to VidCon.
Dude, this guy's literally fucking commentary. This is video essay Josh Pescator that we're dealing with right here.
Hold on, I'll show you mad.
Oh, Josh Pescator if he could get views.
An empty threat, but no. King of Nothing has actually gone to VidCon. He went last year.
And I only know this.
Dude, he literally fucking didn't go to VidCon because he threatened so many people. That's so funny.
Because like I became friends with him, particularly like through hanging out with him at VidCon.
Dude, anyone who ever threatens people at VidCon doesn't go to VidCon ever. That's literally this. Josh did that. Pescator also did that, dude. No way.
You guys have seen my streams before, like...
And he would have gone this year had it not been for the drama surrounding his hatred video. And I'm sure Smaggle Daggle is thanking the Lord for that. Whilst I was editing this video, King of Nothing, after weeks of silence, posted to his community tab, congratulating himself on getting that 100k YouTube play button, with a Mario Fedora tip image attached to it. The post reads, "Hello friends, I just got this plaque for hitting 100k, which is absolutely incredible. Honestly, I never thought the channel would grow to the size it's currently at now, because there was a time when all my videos were getting like 2 to 100 views, so seeing the channel grow so much since then has been truly amazing. I want to say thank you all so much for watching the videos and subscribing. Without you guys, I'd probably be on OnlyFans by now, which would not be ideal." Yeah, we know, King of Nothing, you'd be pro-addiction for children then.
Ian is proving to us all that he's anti-consumer, anti-science, pro-addiction for children.
Dude, his whole meme is like, dude, if I wasn't gonna make it as a YouTuber, I'd make it as a fucking child entertainer for fucking porn with children or something like that. That would his other profession would be like, yeah. Obviously he's joking.
Who's unrelated to YouTube, and the fact that I got another puppy, which has been a major pain in the butt by the way, and the complexities and depth of the topic at hand, there will be a bit of a delay on the next video unfortunately. It is going to be quite long, most likely longer than the last video, but no promises as of now. I am working on it every day, and trying to make each video better than the last, so I would estimate about another month and a half before it's done and I can release it. A few things. First of all, those personal issues are presumably what we mentioned in the Smaggle DMs. Also, his next video, that complex issue that he's discussing, is a video on Andrew Tate. Again, King of Nothing following the trend of just covering the most universally hated people. Of course, this community—
It's a great grift. You don't ever have to actually worry about getting things wrong if you cover people that are bad enough. And realistically, the only reason people picked up on it with the Ethan Klein stuff is because Ethan's been on like a good arc recently. He's been making a lot better content. And ever since his win with Hassan Piker, it's really just been like only W's. I haven't thought of a single— what is a single bad moment that occurred with Ethan Klein since the Hassan stream?
Community post gathered a lot of comments.
The only reason he got caught is he didn't realize that he took so long to make the video from all of that insane research that people started like enjoying some of his more recent shit.
From people including Nicholas DeOrio to take down or address his terrible H3 video, and his response was amazing. The video's staying up, and unless you want to send me 10k in Ethereum, there's literally nothing you can do besides comment and complain. LOL. The fact that you—
Dude, it's so crazy. You could take this, and it sounds like something King of Nothing would read and condemn in a video. Does it not? Does it not literally sound like something he would be shitting on, like Logan Paul for saying?
A grown man—
If anything, Logan Paul has been giving better responses than this as of late.
Man who's almost 500 pounds and factually addicted to Twitter think you can dictate what I do with
and to read this after hearing him sit there and be like, oh man, dude, I fucking love Nick's accent. If I was gonna do Nick's accent, bro, I'd really want to do it, you know? I think Nick makes really good videos. I don't think if I make a video that Nick made, I mean, I don't think I can compete with it. Now he's all of a sudden big Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. View Count over here.
My video or my time is absolutely delusional and proves how disgustingly terminally online you are. Man, the switch up from, I wish I had Nick DeOrio's accent, I would never cover a topic he's covering, to fuck this fat piece of shit is so drastic it's giving me secondary whiplash.
And dude, it happens every single time. None of these fucking people are my friends, ever. They're never my friends. And actually, this one I specifically didn't interact with. I remember the only, like, Bo Black's added him to my Discord server. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know this guy. Don't add him. And then I talked to him like once on a Tom stream or something. So I don't claim to be this guy's friend. But it's just like, yeah, all these people just want to be friendly. They want to fucking sit here and suck my dick or whatever. But the minute we get into a fight, it's all the same regurgitated talking points. Back in the old days, there were like total hate Nick DeOrio places you could go, right? Like you would just go on Tonka's stream. Like you'd be friendly with me. You'd invite me to Vegas. And then suddenly people like Illuminati would end up being friends with Vamp Candy and going on streams to hang out with Tonka Saw. Yes, that Illuminati was an active viewer and participant in Tonka's community because she hated me that much, okay? That's literally something that happened, right? You would get into a fight with people and then like the next week they'd end up on Tonka's show, right? And it's the same thing.
I have never made a response video of any sorts because it takes time away from my actual videos, and that will not change unless something is in dire need of a response. If me working on my next video for my fans to—
People hated some of your early videos. I think, again, it gets fucking caught in, like nowadays it's really hard to look back. You literally have to know that my shit got dislike bombed months before they removed the dislike feature. Like that all of the dislike numbers on all of my videos in the past, like there's a chunk of a year and a half where every single rating is wrong, and I posted in the descriptions of those but nobody will read it, that like all of my views for that month came from Russia, that dead videos that weren't getting views in fucking 2 months were getting spam with comments that said no me gusta, no like, no like, no like over and over again, and that like people basically paid dislike botted my channel right before they removed the monetization. So like videos that were 90% or 70%, videos that were 80% or 60%, and people literally like sent me thousands of dollars in botted views in that time frame. Right? So for the most part, I think the only videos that were ever universally disliked is I got some hate on my Pro Jared video. I got some hate on my Nerd City video. I got some hate on my D'Angelo Wallace video. But other than that, we were pretty golden. I think I was like, I'm not saying I was like 97%, but most of them fluctuated between like 89 and 93 coming up. I think the Keemstar video is at like 93% or something like that back then, which was, I think, fairly good for attacking a huge YouTuber while I was a 1K sub YouTuber. But for the most part, that's where we sat. Now they all look like 60s and fucking 70s. It doesn't really accurately represent how the videos were seen at the time.
The watch is hiding.
Yeah, Buenos Dias, Mandy.
To you, then once again, you are...
I mean, I can actually show you that real fast. It's actually fucking insane. I went through it very, like, cleanly, or whatever, just so if anyone ever brought it up, or I could pull it up and explain why it's the case. But realistically, it doesn't matter. Hiding dislikes. That's the only reason I was laughing about them hiding dislikes, because YouTube support couldn't help me, and if I told them that it was happening, they might have just banned my channel. Let me go to the older videos. Why does this video have a lot of dislikes? It should be in the description. Yes, here it is. Why does my channel have a ton of dislikes? Dismiss. So here it is. Dislike ratio problem. I explained literally everything in here, but I don't really care about any of that. So you'll see this is after I was already getting botted. This is what we were looking at. Here. So, and then you'd see just like a week later, the numbers would be dramatically worse or whatever. Like the whole channel was getting hit at once. And if you look at the numbers, these are the comments. Like all this is like random fucking Russian text being spammed. No me gusta, no me gusta, no me gusta. And it was just like hundreds and hundreds of comments that I was getting all at once on every video live at once or whatever. It was obviously bullshit. Like you get a few regular ones and it would just be bop, 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 bop. And some of them were the same accounts actually that were doing it. YouTube partner program. What is this? Demographic information, right? These are the channels that other people in my audience watched. Tom Dark, The Right Opinion, Tommy C, Internet of J, Tipster, Breast, Crypto Sheriff, J Aubrey. Yeah, those are often channels that people watch. Virgin Fest Story is a video that other people watched. Electronic Blast TV. It was another, like, some thoughts on John Swan's new video. Like, it's just none of this is like Ethan Klein and Hanasabi are worse than I thought. Fucking blah 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 blah. Fucking Islamic. Blah. Here, like, dude, if you ever see this, you know you're fucked. You know you're fucked. When literally 20% of your audience is from Russia. You know you're Ukraine. Yeah, good one, buddy. Russia accounts for 18% of total views in the last 28 days. You know you're fucked at that point. Ratio lol, you fell off. Yeah. And it just stops. It just stopped. After this, it was 89, 88, 92, 92. But if you went from this point up, all the dislikes were bombed on every single video. Channel received 50. Yeah, my channel received 51,000 dislikes in a time when I wasn't active, and it skipped videos. Is that insane? 51,000 dislikes between June 22nd, 2021 and October 2021. Okay, that is the span of fucking 4 months or something. I received 51,000 botted dislikes. Yeah. Good one, buddy. Good one. Dude, wait, what was that? Yeah, between fucking... So on one day, I got basically 20,000 dislikes. That's cool. That was sick. He skipped my 13 Reasons Why video and my Keemstar video and the thing. Other channel your audience watches. Yeah, that was... I guess this is the Nick DeOrio 2 data. Yeah. Yeah. So I put all this in here. If anyone ever fucking tries to call me out for having low dislike rates, it's like very obvious. I'm not making it up.
Delusional. My video has 2.5 times more likes than dislikes, even after multiple raids. No, it's not raids. People just think our video's fucking awful. And it still has significantly
dude,
more
says
likes and views.
I hate rated him by making a video critiquing him and by Ethan responding, we hate rated him. Isn't that so funny?
Than your own video on Ethan.
Like, I put out one tweet saying he hadn't responded, like he posted on his community tab or something like that, but he hadn't responded. And then, like, that was enough to ratio, quote unquote, his own fucking community tab and shit on all his fucking, like, his fans just didn't show up. It doesn't really take much to, like, ratio someone with such little fan support.
I'm totally content with the reception. Anyone is more than welcome to have their own personal opinions, but to think you can tell me what I should or shouldn't do is ridiculous. So, let me get this straight. Your response to people saying you maliciously slandered Ethan Klein is, pay me 10k in Ethereum and fuck you.
So he's more than happy to bully others, but when he gets obliterated in front of millions, suddenly the guy can't even engage with the very behavior that he has spent years perpetrating.
Can we get that full clip? Can we get that full clip? Because that hits better. Oh god, that hits like fucking heroin. That clip hits like heroin, dude. You gotta listen to this whole clip, because every single thing he does is literally him. It literally hits like crack. Where is this king of nothing moment? Certified king of nothing. Certified degenerate. I thought DJ Screwdriver tweeted it. Is it on yours?
Dr. Disrespect.
No, Dr. Disrespect. Huge fight with Smaggle because he was deleting negative criticism. Yep, that one's that. I don't know, Smaggle. Why don't you drop your DM? Nope, that's not it. Does anyone have this clip? Did somebody fucking like get rid of it? Let me see. Dude, the AI thing is insane. It's always wrong. The AI chat bot literally never knows what's going on. Where the fuck is it? This is what happens when it becomes like a week after a topic. All my shit's so deep, bro. I can't find anything. I still can't believe iNabber's ex literally put her fucking nudes in the Google document. It's so insane. Like, you could see her whole, like, underboob. She didn't censor it on purpose. Here, look at this.
I find this bullying to be hilarious.
Really? You find the bullying to be hilarious, Mr. Hate Raid? Really? That's crazy.
Coming from Ethan, of all people.
Okay.
Because the last time someone exposed Ethan for the absolute lolcow that he is, he immediately retreated and
he
adopted
ran?
the position
Did
of
he delete his Discord too?
Understanding and acceptance like the little weasel that he truly is.
What have people been saying about me recently? That I'm a hypocrite, that I prioritize money over everything else, that I've thrown friends under the bus, that I'm ignorant and poorly informed, and spread misinformation, that I'm arrogant, that I cannot handle criticism, and that I've used people.
Well, by the way, all right, can we just run through that again one more time?
And spread misinformation,
Okay.
everything else, that I've thrown friends under the bus.
Thrown
that
friends under the bus, you've definitely done that.
I'm ignorant and poorly informed.
Ignorant and poorly informed, that sounds about right.
And spread misinformation.
Spreads misinformation, you've done that too.
That I'm arrogant.
Arrogant, yup, 100%.
That I cannot
Mr. I get tons of views, yeah, it's you.
handle criticism.
Can't handle criticism, you deleted your whole Discord server, ran and refused to respond in any such fashion to me.
And that I've used people.
I don't know if you've used people. Unless it counts Boblax running out there and running defense for you and not actually defending yourself and standing up for yourself. And then letting Boblax get shit on publicly because you're too much of a pussy to speak. Maybe we can do a little King of Nothing poll there.
And let me just say this, okay, for the record, that I am guilty of all of those things.
The guy was actually...
Really? Oh, well, at least Ethan Klein can own up to it.
I'm guilty of all...
One more thing he's got on you.
All of those things.
The guy was actually so scared of Gokanaru that it took him 2 full years just to react to his YouTube video.
Wait, I thought you don't make response videos, freak.
About him. So he's more than happy to bully others, but when he gets obliterated in front of millions, suddenly the guy can't even engage with the very behavior that...
So I take it you're gonna respond to Toastify.
He has spent years perpetrating.
Surely you're gonna respond to Toastify.
A little rat, a little weasel, a little hard man in groups. I've met many of them through my years. A man who grows in numbers, but on his own and when confronted in a similar situation, cowers away.
I agree. I agree, Conor McGregor. I think that King of Nothing is that gay.
Originally, I had a much more generous conclusion written for this video, but having seen this community post and this response, I think it's very obvious that King of Nothing's motive is not morals, but money and attention. This is the type of commentator who will get obvious facts wrong and lie about his subjects, or exaggerate to the point of idiocy, all to make money off moral outrage. And it's all overlooked because the people he chooses to cover are widely hated. What's annoying about his videos is that there are genuine reasons.
Did you see that BetterHelp? The feds got BetterHelp for $7 million and we all got $9? Jesus, dude, we're fucking rich! We're rich!
That no one's used in years, so he decides to feed them by giving them a home on his videos. And then he turns around and brags to you as if he's Sherlock Holmes incarnate.
But as I've clearly demonstrated in this video, but that's just my opinion, Tech Lead...
Oh, he's just defending a pedophile in my chat. Okay, good. Well, I guess I blocked him at some point.
If you're watching this, you can DMCA me, but that's just going to get more and more attention to my video destroying you using facts and logic, posting the proof of him lying to the internet, knowing for a fact that one day someone like me would debunk it. To put it frankly, Ethan has become a problem that I now have to deal with.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here, or should I say...
As you can see from this drawing, Your Honor, I have depicted myself as the Chad lawyer detective. At the end of the day, when he's not compiling his video with points that other more talented people have already made, King of Nothing's really more akin to Leafy. I mean the jokes, the hyperbole, the complete bullshit points, repeating himself across multiple videos, and saying literally and bringing up the rage all the time.
Literally.
Dude, he really is Leafy if he had like a long form video essay commentary channel. That's like, it's just that fucking low end.
Literally homosexual.
Plus, look at these titles.
Wait, whoa.
Literally homosexual.
Plus, look at these titles, man. The most toxic man on YouTube,
shit.
the most evil man on YouTube. Put these in all caps with a stupid thumbnail, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. King of Nothing wants to come across to you as if he's the pinnacle of morality and integrity on YouTube, but in reality he's far from that. Despite making hour-long documentaries on others, he'll blow up his Discord server and ignore criticism, or use personal issues as a shield in private to defend stupid actions. This probably could have all been avoided if he just accepted the L and took down his video, and now he's becoming another topic in the drama cycle that he's living off of. It's only a matter of time until this guy makes a video on someone who's far more liked, and people start to really notice how delusional and malicious he really is. And until next time...
I don't know who Toastify is though, but shout out to you. I've always liked him, actually.
That's my favorite quote. I don't know who Toastify is, but I've always liked him. What a good fucking video, dude. That was a fucking 10 out of 10. I'm gonna hit like on that. I'm gonna sub on my second channel. There you go. Like, subscribe, and then do the reverse. Oh man, that's so good, dude. That's so good. Toast W. Hey, Wavy, how you doing, buddy?